all the time.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Media Showdown. Make sure that you have your Henny and your popcorn ready because today we are going in and it's going to be a day. We are going to send prayers to Goddess, who is not with us today. She's handling some things. So we're going to send prayers up. So blessings come down. Kristen just dipped out, but she'll be back. Today it is me. It is Poppington. It is Dre. And there goes Kristen. She is back. And if y'all know anything about anything that's been going on, you know that yesterday the Zilla decided to set her sights on me. And so the Zilla was getting her rights read to her. But in the midst of all of that, we had text messages that were, being exposed by Lemmy and Chrisean on one another. And it looks like the two of them, I think it's safe to say, may have come to some kind of common ground. But a lot of people are still questioning what is going on with DJ Sky and Marsh. Okay, are they cool or nah? Is Marsh traveling with the baddies? What is going on? And in the midst of these text messages that we saw yesterday, there was an implication that Lemmy may have a son that's on the way, which is causing people to look at Scotty like, hey, Scotty, with the body, is there another body in your body, girl? So this is what we're going to be diving into today, plus little random side conversations that you know we always have because we don't stay on topic. Why? That's not fun. That is not fun. Yeah, come here for that. But starting immediately with Poppington, because Poppington was the first one here, we're going to go in order of appearance. How has your week been thus far? It is hump day. We've made it to the middle of the week.
I've still been sick. So all I've been doing is sleeping, getting up, and seeing crazy stuff on the internet. That's about it. Like that's how I feel at this point.
I think I'm right there with you. Dre, how's your week been going thus far?
Let's see. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to talk to my wife's people. You know, Mary Jane, my wife, because I can't keep running out. So it's been crazy. You know what I'm saying? I have a slight cold, and I'm here. I'm trying to taste the Jane, and I can't taste it. So it's been a little hell. You know, Pop can contest to that one. It's been a little hell. But other than that, I've been. That's all I've been. Every time I seen something, I was like,
You too?
I went to go take me a wolf movie break. I had to.
Okay.
I was like the commercial. You want to get away.
So when you can't find Dre, just know he's somewhere watching a wolf movie.
That part.
Okay. Well, Kristen, how about you? How has the week been for you thus far?
I honestly didn't know today was Wednesday until you told me last night. What else? I need to be medicated if this child don't leave me alone, and that's in honor of Dre. That's it.
I think we all are in a kind of mode.
Karlissa just puts it on everybody.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Yesterday when I woke up and I seen that she was coming for me, I said, girl, that post is old. And y'all know the post that got Zilla going? I mean, how long ago did I post? I posted this when all of the drama first started. Let's pull it up, shall we? Let's go back and pull our receipts. Because I couldn't understand, like, what did you just see this?
Everything that you got going wrong with you.
This was 5 days ago. Well, 4
She
days
needed
ago for her.
She needed something to
She
jump.
watches
to
our
jump
showdown.
She needed something to put herself into the drama that was going around surrounding our girl so she could use her, like she says she doesn't, to get clout off of it and go viral because she knows she was going to say some despicable, dumbass shit out her mouth and make everybody mad. That was it. She wasn't in the mix. She seen Chrisean going viral since, last Friday? since 5 days ago, and she wasn't getting paid attention to, and she wanted to pick at something and someone to get some attention.
Yeah, and you brought back memories of her breaking up with
With her son.
her boyfriend's son.
Okay,
My
so
boyfriend.
I did not say that.
She
I did not.
broken
It's
Dre,
hearted.
Dre, uniquely keep that
Life's so
disclaimer on
over.
hand today.
She wish she
That
could
matter of fact, that should
start
just be in there.
again. Now
Spam the
she's
chat with Dre's
lonely.
disclaimer.
What?
I have
What?
nothing to do with
She
Demon Dre.
broken because that's what it sounds like. He broke up with her. You are not my type of lady. And she sat there like, oh,
I
me?
love when he says
How
that.
dare? I'm like, what? That is not
That
your
is one of my
man.
favorite scenes of all time. I love that. Oh, it
She should
tickles me.
have told him that she was not his
Mine's
woman. So
you would
he
lead your army into bullshit.
that
Yeah,
part.
yeah, yeah.
But you see how she looked? She looked molded. That's the look of mold Karlissa. Molded.
I don't know. I still think it's Showdown because remember that last time you said something and then right after Showdown was in her story post? I can't remember
Yeah,
what you
because
said about her, Dre, but
I
I know it
told,
was you.
I know, I said a bunch about her. The latest one that she got mad about because I called her a touch me not and said she liked to teach kids how to licky licky.
Not licky lick. Well,
Yeah, you
I mean,
did.
I mean, we've got some content to go out, and I mean, since I worked her soul with her truth, um, I found a little bit more truth for the Zilla to be upset about. I mean, they're in their healing season, but you can't just sweep what we saw under the carpet and act like it wasn't there and then try to place blame all on one person when it's you. Your
You
son
sound
is
like Blue. It's
it's you.
you. It's you. You sound just like him when he said it. It's you. He sounded like he wanted to push her forehead. It's you.
Right. Like you could just see him poking her forehead in as he says it, like pointing right in her forehead. Oh, I hate that. I hate, don't ever, better not never take your pointer finger and place it in the center of my forehead like you little kidding me. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. But it feels like that's what he did. That he little girl her like put his finger on her. It's you, just like that finger mush.
You
Because
seen it?
that's
You
what he was
seen it? He did
trying
it
to
right when
do.
you said it.
That's what he was trying to do to her. Like if he could have put it on her forehead and mushed her head back, he would have. But he was scared, and I'm gonna be honest. You should be scared before you ever go to finger mush your mama. But I'm just saying.
I'm saying
Anyway,
she didn't chase him with whips and sticks and belts and left him starving. So I'm pretty sure if you raise a dog that way, he gonna snap on you.
eventually, right?
Yeah, you can't beat nothing down and expect for it not to snap one day.
Well, you guys, I do have the Zilla's live from yesterday. And I'm quite sure some people have seen it already. But I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all decide. Are we gonna review the Zilla's live or not? Because in the meantime and in between time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you back a little reminder from Dre, not her Dre. Not our Dre, her Dre.
I'd rather listen to Dre. What about y'all?
Everybody else's problem. It was the makeup artist. It was your son. It was your other son. It was your son, baby mama. It was your other son, baby mama. It was your first husband. It was your second husband. It was your mama. It was your daddy. Who am I missing? It was your baby daddy. It's just, come on, bro, cut the shit. It's the makeup artist. It's my artist. It's everybody you come in contact with, bro. It's not us, it's you, you have a problem. You don't function well with other primates or other human beings, bro. You gotta work on your people skills and how you treat people, especially your kids, bro. Like, we not just your servants in life. You know that, right? Like, you didn't just have us to make us do what we want. Like, we're human beings, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you can't even be like on no principle honor like mother. You beat up your own moms.
Thoughts?
It's everybody and not her. Just a narcissist.
Out of the mouths of babes.
I miss Dre.
That's the quote. Out of the mouths of babes. She has a control issue. Like, she has to be in control of everything. And we see that she tries to control who, what, where, when, and how. And Dre made a point. He said, we're not born to be your servants in life. And now that he said that, that's how she treats them. Like, it's because I gave you birth. You have to do this for me. No, they're still your children till the day that you pass. You're still their parent. Like, your kids, the way you treat your kids should determine how they treat you when they need you to take care of them. They shouldn't have to take care of you when you're still able to take care of yourself, because you're once an adult, twice a child. And that's when the love that you showed your kids, and like, my kids ain't gonna put me in no home. I don't know if I'm gonna say her kids wouldn't put her in one, but that's the life goal. So when you're not able to take care of yourself, your kids are willing and wanting to take care of you. Not they have to. Nobody has to do anything.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But, I'm also not going to play Miss Charla's phone call because I am working on content for you guys. But Miss Charla, did everybody hear Miss Charla's phone call? Henny Glasses in the chat, you guys on the panel, did everybody listen to Miss Charla's phone call? Because I do have the whole phone call from Snapchat.
I heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Okay, cool.
And I just want to say that for those who be like, why would she do that? Why would she let her mom speak? Everybody else mama speaking, and everybody else speaking on Miss Charlotte and her business. Why can't she tell her own story about her children and about herself? Because she has a mouth and it works.
And I don't like the fact that everybody is like, oh, she's embarrassing. No, see, that's where y'all get it twisted at. When you love somebody unconditionally, that would not embarrass you. Nothing that they would do embarrass you because you love them unconditionally. See, y'all niggas don't know what unconditional love is. That's why you think, oh, she's embarrassing her mother. Why is she doing? No, she's not. Because no matter what Miss Charlotte's going through, we can see that she's anointed. She has to be. Even though the family is not the way it's supposed to be, they're a whole praying family, the whole family. We cannot deny it. And it came from her and her discernment. No matter what you could say, so far has been true about a lot of things she has said.
Well, no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, because she hasn't predicted anything. But the things that she has spoke upon on how people feel and the way people look at people and things like that from since they was on Crazy in Love, Miss Charlotte's been hitting a lot of nails on heads.
Yeah, but I want to ask you this. For those people, Karlissa's not embarrassing? What she does is not embarrassing, showing her ninny nips and showing that crack. Her punana, showing that line with a crack in it and all that on her back. You know what I'm saying?
Her areolas.
Yeah, she showed it all. She was in the bathroom with tissue stuck in a cuda chata because she was trying to bathe in there. Then she came home and started farting in the tub on live after talking about her while talking about her grandchild. That's not embarrassing.
Don't forget the mixtape.
Yeah, like that's not embarrassing.
Shout out to new members Zoe, Cousin Pam, and be more careful. Now, let me explain to y'all really quickly about the membership over here. There is no exclusive content. There is no going live behind the scenes over here. We do that over on reviews, which immediately following this live, if you are a channel member over on reviews, we are going to do our Wicked Wednesday, okay? Immediately following this live. But on this channel, you subscribe to get the stickers. You may see some people putting those drops mics and the receipts and all of those. That's where the Henny, the popcorn, all of that stuff is. That's how you get it. You subscribe. I think it's like $2.99 and you're getting stickers. I will be making more over the weekend as time permits. And shout out to Mama Zay for the super sticker. All right, now I just wanted to acknowledge them before I forget. Because I got fussed out in my chat because no, I can't put the link here in for the video because then it'll let everybody who has the link into the video, so I can't do that. But to piggyback off of what all of y'all are saying about my about Miss Charla, I agree with you, Dre. Karlissa has been embarrassing, okay, up here exposing her body parts, but I feel like for her to come out and constantly throw that addiction button out there, that she's an addict and at least my kids weren't touching on each other and all of that, like where is this holier than thou? Okay, because she gets up here and she's past the Zilla, right? You like the past the Zilla?
Mm-hmm. I don't see how she feel that way. But okay, your kids may not have touched each other, but you allegedly
Was humping on your cousins.
Humping on your cousins and teaching your children how to use their mouth.
Well, here's the thing. Pastor Zilla and the piss pots, they like to keep traumatizing. What?
The piss pots is sending me.
It was because it was a toss-up between Zillatards or piss pots, and I just feel like piss pots fits. For people to continue to throw that up and weaponize it, come on now. And then it brings me down the road of once again what I said in my live yesterday about Karlissa. You claim that you were Chrisean, you understand where she come from, and you continue to do the things that you do. Your mom, who is recovered, she has overcome her addiction. Your mom had an addiction. You said it affected you. How do you think this affects her about her mom? But she still loves her mom unconditionally. Since she went on a whole rampage yesterday, she still loves her mother unconditionally. Like, what's the problem? So Karlissa is the only one that is allowed to be out here hooping and hollering and saying whatever the hell she want to say, but nobody else could say anything back. That's the problem. That's the problem.
She thinks she better than everybody. Oh, I know how to do this first. I was extra first. These people aren't extras. Okay? They got lines. Sometimes they can go off script. You never had that pleasure. So I think you're angry because she loves her mother unconditionally. Karlissa, I don't even think I'm sorry. I don't even want to say that, but as a victim in my past, other victims don't talk about victims the way you do. So I don't even think you got touched. I just think you hate your mom just to have a scapegoat to be so ugly and vile and evil and ignorant. And that's why you going bald. And everything that you glorify and love about yourself is dying and going to hell. Because if you look at your body, it's just flat. It just look like you swollen, just a little swollen, like you got some health problems. And that's because you love yourself. Your beauty is everything to you. So therefore, God probably gonna take it away.
And stop using that you got married 3 times and all that. Girl, you ran through. That's all that's saying. You got a body count that's higher than the fingers on your 2 hands. You got 3 baby fathers, 3 husbands. Like that's already 6. And God knows who you was hunching on prior to, in between, and while you were married or dating whoever you was dating, because you was in that Hollywood world trying to go from an extra to a main character. So we know you was giving up the punanter. So stop doing that, because it's not a flex. It's not. 3 niggas ran from you. Not you didn't run from 3 niggas. 3 niggas ran from you. Just like Drake wasn't hiding his son from the world. He was hiding the world from his son. They didn't run from you. You didn't run from them. They ran from you. Like, that's not a flex. It's not. That's why you're out here showing boobs and that. Like, I don't understand. Like, you are disrespectful to everybody, to your husband, to your kids, to your grandkids, to yourself, to your mama, to your sisters. You disrespectful to your daddy, and I don't know why they let you get away with it. I like for so long, because obviously this is like decades and decades of you getting away with your behavior. Because if people would have been beat this out of you when you was little, you would have been okay. But you need to stop. The things that you say and do are not flexes. They're not.
Well, I'm gonna say this: the reason why I directed everything back to her it is because she said what she said about all of her family's issues being Chrisean's fault, but because her children are telling her that she is the cause of all of this. And the truth of the matter is, Karlissa is the heart of what's wrong in this situation, whether she wants to realize it, accept it, own it, or not, take accountability for it or not, because Karlissa's behavior towards Chrisean is a perfect example of generational trauma, ego, and social media addiction. Because she's addicted to the attention, she's addicted to the numbers, she's addicted to the clout, and she does everything for clout. And the sad part about it is the people who suffer the most from it isn't really her kids, because her kids bark back at her. It's Chrisean and it's the baby. And the problem that people overlook, especially the piss pots, they overlook the fact that what I was saying yesterday was like, if Chrisean breaks down in any way, that affects Chrisean Jesus, because she's Chrisean Jesus's lifeline. And they're still connected. Like, even to this day, my kids can sense when something is off with me, because kids have that innate feeling, just like we know when something is wrong with our kids when they're not telling us, if your instincts are still on. But as a grandmother who like genuinely cares about her grandson the way that she has portrayed herself to do, she's not protective of him. She poisons the very well that her family drinks from. And she doesn't even realize that it's her, because nobody really holds her to the fire and holds her accountable. Yet everybody wants to hold Chrisean accountable for everything, but they don't want to hold everybody in the situation accountable for the things, the actions, the content that they put out there for all of us to view. And Karlissa could be the person that's out here actually reminding Chrisean that she's not alone, being that she's over there in Cali and she don't have none of her sisters over there with her. She ain't got no cousins over there. She don't have no nieces, no nephews, no aunts, no uncles that we know of over there. She's actually on the other side of the country by herself with her baby. And instead of you showing her, look, me and you had our thing that we had, and it happened and it passed and it's in the past, but now is a time, we are in a healing season as a family. So let me just remind you that you are not alone. Let me reach out to you behind the scenes. Let me try to work things out with you. Let me come and meet with you. Let's try to work this out. Let's try to talk this out, instead of bringing everything to the damn internet. She doesn't do that. She could say things like, I see her trying and I know her struggles, or she doesn't have to be by herself, but she don't say things like that to her. No, instead she gets up here and she says the most humiliating things and dehumanizing things about Chrisean. And then she gets up here and feeds those narratives about her grandson. She's the loudest voice out here tearing down and calling Chrisean names. She mocks her faith and she publicly humiliates her every chance she gets to go viral. And that's not motherly concern. That's ego wrapped in judgment. And Chrisean even though we've all acknowledged that Chrisean is not perfect, she's been open about her trauma. She's been open about her instability. She's been open about her battles with she said she's had depression. We've heard her say that. We heard her say that she had postpartum depression. We heard her on a live stream say that she was fighting depression and Roy corrected her words. We see her struggling with her faith. Walking in faith is not an easy thing. But she's present for her baby. No matter what anybody tries to say, no matter what image they try to paint, Chrisean is present for her child. And at this particular point in time, she's learning to be a mother in front of the world. In front of the world. And that takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength for her to get up here and show her moments with her son, even when she knows people are going to take every little thing that gets done, posted, said, whatever, and break it down and twist it and turn it into something that it's not. And Karlissa, she should recognize that when you have, I don't want to call her a daughter-in-law, I guess just the mother of her grandchild. And she has a troubled past that her role isn't to remind her of who she was. Like her role is to help her to who she's trying to be. And honestly, in my opinion, that's where Karlissa fails. Because she confuses accountability with cruelty. And you can't scold someone into healing, no matter what you do. You can't scold someone into changing things or getting on the good foot, so to speak. And when you see somebody trying, you're not supposed to kick them while they're trying. And Karlissa, she said before that she raised her kids through struggle and pain. Okay, we hear you. We get it. But instead of using her experiences to like break a cycle, she's reinforcing them. And every time she publicly goes in here on this rampage against Chrisean, she's doing to Chrisean what the world probably did to her. And I don't think any of us are thinking about it. She probably was talked to and treated and degraded and humiliated the way that she's doing Chrisean. And she probably feels like that's the way to go because that's what they did to her. But in the process of all of that, when Chrisean lashes out, when Chrisean is hurt by it, she invalidates the pain. And she turns Chrisean's traumas, her pains, her emotions, her faith, her ups, her downs. She turns all of that stuff into entertainment. Think about it. She wants to talk about the blog pages and how we post stuff and we making $1 off of stuff and all this and that. But you're actually playing with her emotions. And then she comes and she blames the blog pages. She blames the supporters for things that go on that we had nothing to do with. And I think Karlissa's thing is the reason why she cleaves to the piss pots is because she wants to be validated. She has this need to fit in. Like, were you not one of the popular kids or something? And she also, I feel like she also needs to hear that she's right because that's why she's always talking about, I told her and I told him and I told y'all, because she needs to hear that. Because somewhere in her life, she was told she was wrong. She was never right about something. But this right here comes off as just obsession. And I don't know. I feel like the best thing that Karlissa could do right now is step back from the internet and just step up privately when it comes down to Chrisean and the baby. Like, you need to reach out. And don't do it on no live and don't go with the cameras and don't go through a blog. Don't do none of that shit. And just simply ask Chrisean what the hell she needs. Why not do that? And offer support. Support for her, support for the baby. Be the one person in her corner that isn't waiting for her to fail. And I'm only pressing this not because I feel like she's the best candidate. She's the closest one to her in California. That's why I'm saying this. And that's obviously where Chrisean wants to live, is in Cali. She wants to be in Cali. So with her being there, why the hell can't you get it through your thick ass skull that what you're doing ain't working? What you're doing ain't right. And as long as she keeps doing that, I'm going to keep speaking on it because she's wrong. She's not valid. She's not right in this. And you can't tough love somebody through trauma. You can't. because all that does is re-traumatize. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent, but
Oh, you good, Henny? Shoot, you made your point. Shoot, now I totally agree with you. But the only thing I feel like is sometimes sorry isn't enough. Sorry isn't good enough. Sorry just don't cut it. Um, once you've done so much, because she came back and apologized to your old wrinkly ass after you talked about her and her son and drugged them both on the internet. And you made fun of her apology. She apologized to you in that well over there that you got sitting on the side of you looking like a little piglet. She apologized to both of y'all. And it ain't like y'all somebody to apologize to. Y'all both trying to live a dream that ain't none of y'all fulfilling. Jaden ain't got a hit record. You ain't got no hit show. Y'all just broke. So it's time to face the music and let them grandkids come together. But you rather, instead of you seeing Chrisean dealing with everything alone, no baby daddy, no family, neither side, just no friends, no nothing. Everybody turned their back on her. You see her doing that alone. So what you do? You gonna make sure Ange and Jaden um, hash out the issues that they have amongst each other instead of making sure her and Chrisean hash out their issues because your grandson, your granddaughter, their future is with each other.
right.
If Jaden doesn't respect
Can
baby
I say something
Chrisean,
before we move on?
oh
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah. Let me say this real
No, go
last
ahead. Go
thing.
ahead.
Okay, if Jaden doesn't respect Chrisean, she doesn't respect baby Chrisean. There's no way in the world she's gonna treat that little boy with no respect. You have to make her. And at this point, you don't care who disrespects you, your kids, or your grandkids, as long as you go viral. That's all that matters to you. And that's the wrong, dangerous person to be around because they don't care about life or death. They use your death as that moment to come up. Go ahead, Chris.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You
I
good?
just
Go
want
ahead.
to. I think a lot of us get this mindset from our parents and grandparents and everything else. But instead of wanting to help the next person and ensure that they don't go through what you went through, a lot of y'all bitches want to go through oh, I had to do it. She should have to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want someone to feel how you felt? Why would you want them to feel the loneliness, the despair, the I don't know what to do and I've got nowhere to go, lonely rock bottom feeling when you could literally make it easier on them so they don't feel how you felt? But no, and like I said, a lot of us get it from the grandparents, parents, because is you gotta be tough all the time type shit. But if I can help somebody to where they don't get to a point where they have to crawl from the bottom and drag yourself back up like I'm gonna help them. And a lot of y'all need to rethink how y'all view shit. It isn't, oh, she didn't have to go through what I went through. It's, yes, she doesn't have to. Same thing, but a different meaning. And that's it.
Right, and I agree with you. I want to say this, and I'm sorry, I'm on a roll too. I feel your testimony is supposed to be somebody else's bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not using your testimony to help other people. You're using your testimony to bash other people. To look, I did it, you do it, and and it's like that's not what it is. Oh, this person hurt me, so I'ma hurt you. Hurt people, hurt people. You too damn grown for that. And if
Mm-hmm.
you mad because Papa Blue left you when John was little, so you mad because John want to be with her, it seems like whatever woman he want to be with, she get angry at. Maybe you need some therapy to go check yourself because it sounds like you want to be your son woman. And I said what I said.
Well, I mean, in all of this, I hear everybody. Everybody's like, oh, and at one point in time, I was saying the same thing too. Like, run as far away as you can. And as long as as long as Karlissa is being Carzilla, then yes, you run far away and stay away. And when I say apologize, apology comes not just from words, but from change of behavior. And that's where a lot of people get apologizing screwed up. You don't say I'm sorry and then turn around in the next live, you come live and you dragging all over again. When you apologize, you change the behavior. That because even God says you are to repent and turn away from your sin. That means that you're supposed to ask for forgiveness from the Most High God, and then you're supposed to turn away from that thing that you just apologized for and really put forth an effort. Now, if you're putting forth the effort and you slip, that's different than you saying, forgive me, yet I'm going to continue to keep doing the same thing without effort. That's biblical. That's not something that I just said off the top of my head. That's scripture. That you're supposed to ask for forgiveness and change your behavior. You're not supposed to still stay the same. So when you get an apology and you say, I don't accept the apology, and when you sit up here and you feed the bitterness and the feud that is going on between the two women that are raising your grandchildren, you are wrong. And I'm going to speak on it every damn time, because as a woman and as someone who is of age to be a grandmother, who will someday be a grandmother, I'm not about to sit up here and watch this behavior and say it's okay. I'm going to be that voice that's out here advocating that this is not how a grandmother is supposed to be. I'm going to be the voice that's advocating to break the generational curse, to break generational trauma, to break the bitterness between grandmothers and baby mothers. Because here's the thing, usually the grandmothers be with the baby mothers and they feud with their son because they over here talking to the baby mama and the son don't want you talking to the baby mama. That happens a lot. But there's a lot of Carzillas out here too. That's what them piss pots are. They're Carzilla minis too. They're baby Karzukis. That's what they are. Little baby Carzilla.
Dingleberries. Karlissa's dingleberries.
And they behave just like her. They feel like her behavior is okay. But guess what? The internet has blended generations, right? So you have teenagers that are watching this stuff, young people that are in their 20s, people that are in their 30s, all the way up to 65 plus, right? That are watching all of this, and we're all brought together in one sector. Each sector we go to, we don't know how old the other person is that's next to us in the comment section. So while you out here doing all of this trifling shit, not behaving as a grown-ass woman should, who has been through life with wisdom and experience, you not behaving as you should be, and instead you're being a piss poor example of what an elder is supposed to be, and you're raising up a generation of people that are watching you, that you're feeding to be just like you. And I'm out here reversing that by saying this is what you should be doing. This is what you should be doing. So yes, I agree. If she wants to continue to behave like this, I would keep me and my son as far away from her as possible. But what she should be doing is correcting her behavior so that she could be there for her grandson. See, she's not thinking about the baby. She only thinks of the baby for clicks, likes, and views. We don't post the baby like that over here unless we have to. We don't even post the children over here unless we have to. We don't talk about the kids unless the kids do something cute and funny. We don't do that over here. So you can't say we use the kids for clicks, likes, and views. The last time y'all seen baby Chrisean Jesus, you might have seen him on a thumbnail the other day because she brought him up in the live. But the last time we talked about baby Chrisean Jesus, either he was posted by Chrisean or somebody posted Chrisean with the baby. But we didn't really talk about anything until the situation with Terrain. And then we talked about all the bullshit that people put out here about the baby. So we're very selective about what we talk about when we talk about it. But what you should be doing is not what you're doing. If she was out here putting forth effort and trying to stand up and say, you know what, I see what y'all are sending me in my inbox. The next person to send me something like that about my grandson, I'm blocking you.
But
If
she
she was
was.
doing that,
I'm sorry.
then I can understand that. If she was getting in that live and saying, hey, don't come in my comment section with that bullshit about my grandson. That's my grandson. Don't come in here with that. You know what? Yeah, Chrisean made some mistakes, but we ain't going to talk about that. Let's talk about some things that could be more beneficial. But no, she's scared to do that because her number is going to drop. She ain't going to get as many views. See, the internet don't like positivity. The internet likes negative, nasty shit. They don't want you to talk anything that's grown or makes sense. The internet likes division. They don't like speaking of coming together. Like this conversation right here, there's a lot of people that don't like this conversation that's being had right now because it's speaking of how to unify. They don't want the unifying. They want the division. But in the midst of this division is a child. It's 3 children, actually, if we're being technical. It's Javon, it's Journey, and it's Chrisean Jesus. And they're the ones that are
Wait,
being
Eddie. Don't forget Carter because he's old. He's in the thick of this.
We're talking about Blues Kids.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say he sees what would be
We're
said
talking
too.
about Blues Kids right now. And as long as she's not advocating, as hard as she's advocating for Ange and Jaden to make amends, she should be advocating for Chrisean and Jaden to make amends as well, if not harder, because they carry your grandchildren. And if you think Javon does not know that he has a brother, if you're saying that your grandchildren are on the internet, and to think of how they're going to feel if they see this, that, and the third. On an episode of Sissox, Carter and Javon was talking about stuff on the internet. They was talking about Javon having a brother. So you think that when you get up here on the Neighborhood Talk, on the Shade Room, on Tasha K, on Live Bites, on all of our pages, all the way, Everything Entertainment, Non-Mag TV, Ruby Kai, you going all over Royalty, you on all of these blog pages talking shit about your grandbaby, calling him the baby with the helmet and a kickstand and all of that stuff, and you feeding all of this. You think they're not seeing it? You think that there aren't kids that are watching this stuff? Even if they're not watching it, there's kids around them that are watching it. There's parents around these kids that are watching it. And you think it's not getting back to them? You think that they aren't going to see you one day out here hooping, hollering, and acting a damn fool, being mean to Javon's brother's mother, talking about his brother? You think Journey's not going to see you out here talking about her brother? And they're going to have questions for you. They may even start feeling a way towards you because the internet is forever. And as you see, we don't forget. So things keep coming up. Things go viral. You ain't thinking about none of these kids involved at all. And how, like Dre was saying, Carter sees it. Javon sees it. If Javon don't see it, Carter and Javon are talking because that's what cousins do. They're having private conversations with one another when you ain't around. And they're seeing this stuff. Is that what you want your grandkids to see? You out here talking like this? You out here allowing the baby to get drugged? You putting a real negative narrative in their head about their sibling and their cousin's mother? Come on now. This shit deeper than Karlissa feelings. That's why this shit needs to be fixed. That's why I'm holding her feet to the fire right now about her being a low vibrational, low hanging fruit grandmother.
And what if the kids start treating, if they ever do meet, what if they treat their brother a different kind of way because of the shit that she said?
Exactly.
She about that. She got a
You
favorite.
think that's the purpose I think that's the
Yeah.
purpose because she's always picking sides. So to keep on Jaden's side, you keep her kids from not
Hmm.
liking Chrisean Jesus. So it'll always be a division. Like I think she's doing it on purpose. Karlissa knows what she be doing.
And I
Mm-hmm.
want to put
I,
some blame on Jaden too, because you tried one time to ask if you could watch Chrisean Jesus, and because Jaden said no, you're like, oh no, no. But you wasn't. I don't know. Like you got all these balls on the internet, but you ain't got the balls to put your damn foot down and say no. That's my grandchild. Get the fuck over it.
right. And
It's
I
a
feel like
25-year-old girl. You 50. Like, grow some balls.
hmm and what is it gonna take for your grandsons, your two oldest boys to come home crying to you or crying to their parent, telling their parent that the kids at school that made fun of them because of the shit you said and done on the internet pertaining to that baby? And they're making fun. Because don't forget, kids have no filters. They have no feelings. They have no conscience yet. They don't understand doing the things that they seen you do is wrong. So when they come in the house whining and crying to their parents saying that the kids at school making fun of me based off the things that granny say, and now they parents don't want their kids around you no more because you sick. You scarred their kid for life. Their kid is being bullied officially at school because grandma put all their family business in the street.
Let me just say this to Kevin Moore, who said two wrongs doesn't make it right. Accepting responsibility on both parties make it right. Can't talk about one without the other. You must have missed the part where I spoke and said that Chrisean is not perfect. But at the end of the day, who do you see up here dragging more than the other? You have to be realistic here. You see Karlissa doing more of this dragging and disrespecting and disgraceful and distasteful stuff than you do Chrisean. And when Chrisean does open her mouth up and say something back, everybody wants to say she's wrong. How long did Karlissa get on this internet and drag and drag and drag and drag and drag, and Chrisean said nothing? And
Three
then
years.
when she opened her mouth and finally responded back to Chrisean, everybody dragged Chrisean for opening her mouth and saying something. But nobody says nothing to Karlissa. Nobody gets in her lives and tells her enough is enough already. Stop. And when I say nobody, I'm talking about the people that be in the comment section, rah, rah, shish, buying it on. Y'all not holding her accountable for it. So she's allowed to go live every day, drag this girl, whether she says something or not, have people sending her stuff so that she could talk about whatever's going on with Chrisean to drag her. People go to Karlissa's lives to watch her drag this girl and her baby. That's not right. And as the eldest person in the room, she has a responsibility. And I'm speaking to her because she has the responsibility. And I know she down there in the comment section. For all we know, she could be Kevin. Who knows? Because she watches Media Showdown. Because she forgot. She left comments on here and she popped up on here one time. So she watches Media Showdown. She looks at the pages. She's keeping up with anything that has to do with her name. And if she's not, she's got people that's doing it for her. So at the
And
end
I
of the day, understand that when Chrisean is wrong, we do speak on that. But right now, what we're talking about is the BS that's going on with Karlissa. And we're talking about that because Karlissa got mad at me for calling her out on it. So now you're brought up to speed.
And
and not for
Chrisean
nothing,
apologized twice. Sorry, go ahead,
but not
Pop.
but not for nothing. Karlissa, you can't expect people to respect you and hold you as an elder if you're not acting as one. And people got to get this thing out their head. Just because somebody's older than you does not mean they automatically deserve your respect. Because at a certain age, when people get a certain age, you have to give respect to earn respect on both sides. So if she can't respect other people, no matter what, nobody should give her respect. Like it's not a mandatory thing. Karlissa is not a respectable person. So I don't like that. Oh, no, it's not both sides. Chrisean is young. She's going to do things. She has to learn. Karlissa's already grown. You cannot be that grown and say the things that you say and do the things you do and think that anybody, whether they're younger, the same age as you, or older than you, should respect you. Like, I hate that. Just because you're older than me does not mean I have to respect you when you're being fucking disrespectful. You want to be disrespectful, I'm going to be disrespectful. And this is not back in the days. Back in the days, older people were respectful. You looked up to older people. You didn't disrespect them. But as the generations went on, the older people changed. And the older people they're not respectable. And I'm sorry, unless you give somebody respect, you don't deserve respect. Those are the only people that can complain.
I have to agree with that because when I was younger, I had one grandmother that told me I had to respect my elders, but my grandmother that raised me told me that respect is earned. You don't give respect straight off. You don't have to give respect straight off the bat, and you don't have to respect anybody that disrespects you, no matter how old they are. Disrespect is disrespect. Because there was a lady in the neighborhood. She talked to me very nastily. I didn't know this lady to be somebody that associated with my grandmother. I grew up in the projects. I'm not ashamed to say that. And in the projects, everybody knows everybody. And you've got the grandmothers that sat on the stoop or in front of the building, and they would sit and talk and sit on the benches and gather. She wasn't one of the ones that gathered. So I felt like, you coming out your mouth crazy to me. I don't even know you, lady. So I snapped back at her and she said, I'm gonna tell your grandmother. So I told her, tell her. So she told my grandmother, and my grandmother asked me what happened. And the lady was trying to tell her that I was lying. So my grandmother took me around there to that lady's building. And she told me to repeat what the lady said. I repeated what the lady said, and the lady stood there looking stupid and stumped because she thought my granny was going to sit up there and take her side. No, my granny listened to both sides, and my grandmother told her, you don't talk to my granddaughter that way, and you got what you deserve because you don't disrespect other people's grandchildren. And I didn't curse the lady or anything, but at the end of the day, you don't talk to people any kind of way and treat them any kind of way and feel like you're supposed to get respected. Prime example, she has admitted to throwing the glass jar at Chrisean, even though she changes it up because she threw Gatorade bottles and then she threw the glass jar. She admitted that she had provoked Chrisean. Doesn't the Bible tell us to not provoke our children to wrath? Our children doesn't just mean our biological children. Our children mean our youth. You don't provoke them to wrath against you. So even in the Bible, respect is earned, not given. That's how I interpret it.
I think we got Karlissa in the chat. Is that you, Pinky? Karlissa?
She's been literally trying. Ask Chastity. How? When she get okay, so let's address Pinky for a second because Pinky.
Chastity, another one that don't deserve respect though. So you telling us to ask somebody that.
No, let's not even make the focus on Chastity because that's a spin. Keep it on Karlissa. Let me ask all of y'all a question real quick. What have you seen Karlissa doing that says she's trying?
What is she trying to do? Destroy her relationship with her grandchild?
No, because Pinky says she's been trying. Ask Chastity. So what has Karlissa been trying to do? Because when she gets up here and talks about Karlissa, talks about Chrisean and drags her, that's her trying. Her getting up here yesterday and talking about
saying she don't accept an apology.
Right. Her sitting up here talking about Chrisean's mama is an addict. Matter of fact, I can show you better than I can tell you. Because is this trying? Let me go on over here. Let me go on over here into this little comment section. And let me pull up some comments for y'all. Because I'm genuinely asking. I'm not being a smart ass. I'm genuinely asking. What has she been doing to show that she is trying? Because what she puts online don't show that she's trying at all. And by her sitting up here talking about, okay, here we go, right here, boom. Let me put it up on the screen for you. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick. Oh, yep, that's the best zoom we gonna get. Oh no, here we go. I'm not arguing with no one who is not in a position to argue without the influence of drugs. Out of respect for her children, God bless her and her children, right? Well, why are you bringing up the fact that the lady is on drugs? What does that have to do with the tea in China? With the fact that no knock towards China. No knock towards China. But what does that have to do with anything? And you lucky okay, there we go. Because I'm like, why can't I get to my plus button? Because there's more. She's talking about, I feel sorry for the both of them. If she had unconditional love, here you go. If she had unconditional love for you, she wouldn't want you nowhere near my son. No parents want to ever go through the hell y'all went through. I wouldn't care if he had to work at 7-Eleven to stay with me. So that one is not so bad, but you got to bring her addiction into it. And then wait, we're not done. We're not done, because her and Whack 100 had an exchange in this comment section as well, where Whack is basically talking about the mother, and Karlissa, she don't correct it. Whack says the woman that had her daughter walking around LA barefooted, shaking my head, leave at Karlissa Angelic alone. Damn, wait a minute, that's his mother. Now hold on, because she responded. Why it won't go up? Okay. And it wasn't, okay, I don't know why they think disrespecting me is going to help them in any way. How did she become the victim in this situation? How did she become the victim in this situation? And if I pull the live, Karlissa had a lot to say about Miss Charla. Karlissa had a lot to say about Miss Charla in the live.
I really don't like that. Like, Karlissa has not shut up in 4 or 5 years, but the second Charla or Chrisean defend themselves, y'all act like they so wrong for speaking out. Karlissa, you literally have not shut the fuck up in so long. At this point, if I was R&B, I'd be wondering if you got wax stick in your mouth. The way y'all just.
The crazy thing is. The crazy thing is, Chrisean tried. Let me see how many of y'all remember this. Y'all remember when Karlissa went all the way out her way to go see the baby so she could see if he's hers and all of that. And she went over there and she held the baby and they had a great moment. And then a couple days later, what did Karlissa do? Get on her live, reading her comment section, and said the wrong shit. You was already on thin ice. But then we also got to watch the whole video of when, because it's on my page, go watch it. Y'all may not like Zio no more, but Zio had the whole footage and we reviewed it. We saw the whole shebang of the visit, where Chrisean was trying to get Karlissa to hold Blue accountable for exposing the baby, and she would not. And that left a bad taste in Chrisean's mouth. So is that trying? I'm gonna do you one better. Hold on. I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna do y'all one better.
Zeus Network, you disrespect Alpha.
Oh no.
Everybody in the industry is scared.
They didn't clip the parts up that I needed. I'm gonna have to post the whole live. Sorry, y'all. Because they didn't clip the parts of her talking about Chrisean's mother and saying things about her mother, like how her kids wasn't touching on each other. They didn't get those parts. Those things don't get posted. And then the whole story post about unconditional love. Where is she trying at, y'all? I'm waiting for somebody to say something in the comment section. I don't even see Pinky talking about where she trying at. Where is she tried at?
We're waiting on an example. Educate us.
Or was it when she
Karlissa
was
just popped
bringing
another
Chrisean
hemorrhoid.
X, or was it her trying when she was bringing Chrisean X's back to the forefront? Maybe that was her trying. Okay.
Maybe her sitting up there giving the very person who antagonizes and runs false narratives on Chrisean and who's been chasing after getting them a male circus clown for I don't know how long. Crazy B, you entertaining that? You entertaining that girl, lady? Good. Good. She left. Bye. Where's Bubby? Tell her bye.
I wish
Anyway,
DJ was here. He go, bye.
You caught me right as I walked away from home. Bubby, say bye-bye. Bye. Bye. You ain't gonna say it? He just looking like we're retarded.
like what am I saying bye for? I ain't going nowhere.
He said, I watch a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I ain't got time for this ish.
Well, the last time that we did, anybody have any final thoughts on the Zilla? Because I got a couple more things that I need to run on her. Hold on. Well, no, not final thoughts. Any more thoughts on anything else y'all want to get off y'all chest while I set up the next piece of content? Because Chrisean addressed the Zilla.
Well, I don't see how people expect for her to respect Chrisean or anybody. She don't even respect herself, her marriage, or her parents. And everybody, correct me if I'm wrong, they say if you want to know how your spouse is going to treat you, I feel man or woman, look at how they treat their parents and look at the fruits of their loins, you know? And her fruit is low hanging fruit. And it's their fault because they're grown now, but it's not their fault because their mother raised them that way. And what she's doing now is distasteful. And she's telling Jonathan when he comes home, pick up where you left off at. Finish talking about the baby. Finish doing it. It's okay in that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of her trying to set a different example for him to come home to, she's telling him it's okay to talk about your child.
It also falls on him though too if he does that. I mean, because I attribute some things to how you were raised. But if you have two kids, two brothers, you might have, they're raised the same way, but you have one that is successful and one grows up to be on drugs. So
Yeah, you got a point about that. You got one that'll grow up right in the head, and the other one to grow up disrespectful and a little
one
cookie.
kind and one that's an asshole. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's on her because even though I've had problems with my own mom, I would never put her out the car in the middle of the street. I would never do some shit like that. So while she wants to talk about respecting mothers and everything like that and fathers, you don't respect your own parents, and that's why your life sucks, Karlissa.
Well, Chrisean responded back to Karlissa because Karlissa was responding to the recording that she has of her mom. So let's take a listen.
So gave you all your dreams. You talking about?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I do have that video, but Chrisean posted this video to her. Bring my red phone, please. To her Snapchat of Dre.
Netflix gonna call you one day. You going on live talking about Chrisean. Like you just going on your live yelling at your phone all damn day. You're not even talking about shit. You ain't talking about no talent. You're not producing nothing. You just on your phone. Tell her if she never talk about Chrisean again, y'all wouldn't tune in. Listen, check this out. I'm glad.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on, because that one is gonna stop on y'all. But Chrisean, thank you. Definitely posted that to her Snapchat, okay? And we all know that what Dre said was true. Free Dre, okay?
Free Dre.
Hope Dre gets what he needs to come back out here and be a productive man to his family. Because guess what? Avery and Avery's mama, they got to deal with each other for the rest of Avery's life. So hopefully they could get on a good foot. I just want unity for everybody. I'm sorry. I do. But anyway, let's hear what Chrisean had to say because she addressed Karlissa in a Dear Karlissa video.
Listen, check this out. I'm glad Hollywood Unlocked is posting receipts. Because how y'all just forget? And it's okay. We can forget because I know Blue forgive you, bro. He found God in there. I told you we was reading the word together, bro. And I can tell just reading the word when it say honor your mother and father, your days shall be longer. He took heed to it. A lot of y'all motherfuckers think he ain't changed. I would forget all that stuff I thought about his mother. Because he changed. He changed so well.
It cut off right there. That's from where I had it. Hold on. Hold on.
And why Henny finding that live, that one you seen of Dre, that's the live that I'm telling y'all all about. Where he said what he said about his mama. You need to watch that live from the beginning when he was standing by that tree. He said some things that'll make you
Henny's
go,
got
huh?
it.
I have
Wait,
it.
what? He said he don't know
Quit
if it's
telling it
true.
all.
Oh,
Right. You just telling.
okay. I'm gonna stop. Okay.
I was trying to hint. Like, shh.
It's all right. Dre don't know how to hold water.
I don't. I let it out like the bathtub let out the water. I'm telling you, I don't.
No, it's not doing what it's supposed to do like it was supposed to do. Anywho. All right. There was something else. Oh, and let's not least we not forget because I did bring this one up, but least we not wait a minute, hold on before I post that one. Let me see something because I want to see it. Remember, this stuff is not edited. Y'all getting the raw footage. Raw footage. All right. And then let's go to recent times where Chrisean ain't nowhere around.
You playing? You no, we can keep it a we can keep it a beam. Don't play on my top. I don't care. Don't play on my top. Don't play on my top. Don't play on my knees, bro. Don't play on my knees. Don't sit there and be like, oh, this person did all of this for us. They didn't do nothing for us. They didn't do anything for us. Now still your husband bought this boat. You with his military money. Your husband bought this boat. You live here because your husband, not Blue. Tell the truth. So you got on Zeus. So you got on Zeus. It don't matter. You got on Zeus. It don't matter. I got on Zeus because of you. You got on Zeus. I got on me because of Blue. That's just what it is. All that paper in. And he got on because of Chrisean. What are you talking about? Right? Who was on Zeus first? Who was on Zeus? It don't matter. Nothing. Only people that see for real. We gotta tell the truth. Only go ahead. Finish your intermission. Finish your intermission. Don't play on my top. Don't lie on me and let it be something. Don't lie. Don't lie. At the end of the day, keep it 100 every time. I'm not giving nobody no props that I need to beat the fuck up outside. You're not getting none of this. If I'm gonna get props, it's gonna be Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ got me where I'm at. Amen. That's it. Yes, he did. And he's gonna do it again. Yes, he did.
Chrisean was giving God his credit, and that's exactly where he got it from.
Well, I also got a little snippet of something for y'all that I was going to hold. I'm still going to put it in the video. But I want y'all to see something because Karlissa made some remarks about Dr. Mike Freeman, who Chrisean considers to be her spiritual father. And I'm going to play this for y'all. Hello.
There's a twofold kind of emotional thing that I'm going through right now. Hey, everybody, I am I'm a little uptight, and I'm so very happy. Yeah, from Chattanooga. Yeah. Yeah, Chrisean, I got Chrisean. We talked today. She's gonna be all right. Let's just keep praying for her. Other people are so judgmental. And I get it. We give people reasons sometimes to be judgmental. But listen to this real quick. Y'all help me out because I really need you. I really need.
He goes into something else. But did you hear what he said? She gonna be all right. People could be so judgmental. And that's what we're talking about. She said Chrisean was bringing pastors into it, and pastors ain't got no business in it. She bringing pastors in it to talk about her work ethic. That ain't what it was. That ain't what it was. It was because that's her spiritual father. Period.
I mean, didn't she bring her sister in? I mean, if she wants to say that.
I was waiting for Dre to jump on that one.
She brought the fake evangelist that was talking about pimping and her husband and passed the baby hair
Her
over
cult.
there, her coat. And then not just that, she got the three witches, the T's. Let's not forget about them. She held a whole thing with three witches. And the problem, why you don't want her to have her pastor in it, because you know he got the Lord on his side, and you and them damn witches and that magic shit that y'all be over there doing, ain't nothing y'all can do, because them the elderlies of the church. They'll get your ass in the spiritual realm.
Well, the evangelist put up a scripture the other day, and it was on my timeline, and the evangelist only got 10 likes. So I don't know why they be thinking like, I don't like the fact that people are using God. Like, y'all are really using God. Like, y'all are really blaspheming for real, for real. Because I don't understand. You're supposed to love everybody, even your enemy. You're supposed to love everybody, even your enemy. You ain't supposed to talk down on nobody. You ain't supposed to do nothing. If they not conducive with what you dealing with in your life, you're supposed to move on and leave it alone. You ain't supposed to get on the internet and talk about people and use the Bible and weaponize it and use God and weaponize it and all of that. And Karlissa, you ain't even get on no God trip until Chrisean started going in her walk. So again, you're using her for clout. That's all you think about. Like, you're a clout monster. Like, you be sucking clout mad dick, like you're sucking clout's dick at this point, and it's disgusting.
Not sucking.
Throwing out that church quote, preacher quote. He said, "Nah, that shit fake. Get this demon up out of here." And that was your sister's church, wasn't it? How you get thrown out of your sister's church?
I don't like that shit because I'm not a God fearing person like that. Like I believe in God. I'm very spiritual. And I don't Bible thump. I don't try to get people to see my way. None of that. I just go along with what the hell I believe in. And if I know I fucked up in what I believe in, I go behind myself and I fix it, or I try to fix it. And you sit when you're trying to walk and be a righteous person. But to be honest, I tell everybody I'm not on that path. Yes, I'm still petty. Yes, I'm still childish, and I don't give a fuck. That's why I tell people I don't give them grace. But I hate when people try to use God as a fucking weapon when they're not really godly. Like, you're just trying to hide shit. You're trying to hide all the demonic, devilish shit that's in you behind God, and that's not cool. It's not. Because even though I'm not a person of faith like that, that is disrespectful for the people that are really of that fucking faith. And she be playing too fucking much. I don't like that shit at all. Like, don't do that. You are playing with not only Chrisean faith, but with a lot of other people's faith. Because true church going, believing people, whether they Jewish, Christian, whatever, Baptist, whatever, they looking at you like you are a blasphemer because you can't preach the word 1 minute and then be demonic the next minute. It doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And every religion has the same basic thing, and it's love one another, be kind to one another. I mean, just about all religions have the same 10 commandments, even if it's said in a different way.
Well,
I learned this. God got multiple names for reasons,
mm-hmm.
and every religion is one of those names almost, except for a few. But for the most part, they're all praising in the name of love, unity, respect, togetherness. And she gets up here, she blasphemes God. It's like hell don't have no internet. It don't have a cell phone, a computer, Wi-Fi, nothing. It's hot as hell. Like, and any time that a pastor, what's that? I forgot. He the cussing pastor, but he still said being with Karlissa is a sin. And Mr. Sterl, no, I ain't lying, because that's what he said. He told me his pastor said being with her is a sin. That's what he said.
Well, I'm about done with the Zilla for the day. We done gave her the whole first hour. We got other things to get into, but hopefully something resonates and penetrates that steel head of hers, because I'm trying to see unity. I'm not trying to see no more division. So y'all can be mad and all of that, but this ain't that. And if I have to be that in order for me to get numbers and all of that, then I'm good with what I got. Okay. Anyway, last time we was here, Chrisean outed Hood Trophy Bino, and she put some information out there about Bino having not one, not two, but three cases out here that could possibly and potentially cause Bino to be looking at a long sit down. Now, I am not an expert in the three strike laws out there in California. But Dre, I'm gonna ask you, not that you would be an expert, but that's where you at. I just wanted to ask you really quickly: do they have to go to prison for the three strikes?
Yes, expeditiously. My cousin has it. Any violent crime or rug related crime, practically out here, they looking for you to sneeze wrong. 3 strikes. But you can fight the 3 strike. You can fight that third strike if it's something like simple, like a fist fight, jaywalking, something simple, not nothing heavy like rugs or something violent, meaning a pow or something of that nature. But if it was a violent crime or a rug related crime, you're going back for
But do
three
they have
strikes.
to go to prison after each charge? Like, go to prison 3 times?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, in New York, it's the same way. You have to get 3 felonies, and you have to have served time on the first 2 for the third one to be even acknowledged as a 3 strike trial, for them to give you the numbers that they would give you for your third strike. So that's why we was wondering. Every state got a different law. So
I don't know how it would go in that regard, but I know once she had went to jail the last time for poking somebody. They was throwing the book at her, but she got out free because she had a good lawyer to fight it and make it seem like it was self defense. So it all depends. Now, if you rob somebody, pow at somebody, you might as well just your goose is cooked. In Cali, I mean, you could try to fight it, but I mean, 9 times out of 10, you wasting your money. You might as well just put that on commissary and let that be that. It
And
also
aren't all
depends on
three
what
of
county
his
you in.
robbery or burglary or something to that nature?
Yeah, and also what county you in, because they got some Leland counties out here that don't have much funding, so they really don't have no space for you in the jail. And like Oakland, Vallejo, uh, those are a few places out here in Cali, like that I know of that don't got much money or much funding. So it ain't too much. I mean, you can get away with anything you want to get away with down there. So that's why it's hell on wheels. Don't stop, don't go. But everywhere else, you get caught up. You going for the crime you committed, and that's just what it is. Get you some ink pens and some papers.
Well,
Wherever you going, federal, state, county, wherever you going for however long your duration gonna be there, it's gonna be a long, lengthy stay.
well, it does look like Mr. Tadashi does have a robbery, which was dismissed due to plea negotiation, and a conviction after plea for a felony assault with a deadly weapon. It looks like Tadashi may also have, and I say may, because I want to check the birth date on this one, because his father does have the same date of birth, have a domestic violence charge, but I'm not sure about this one. Now, he does have this case here, 2025. Oh, excuse me. This one was in 2018. This case right here would have been in 2020. And this case right here that we're looking at right now, which was for a second-degree robbery, the offense date was January 9th of 2025, which is a felony, which he is currently in court for right now.
See, and they look at that like the time lengths apart. It's like you playing with them. They don't like to be played with. You get what I'm saying? Especially Cali, they would love to make an example. So, unless you got a lot of money, but other than that, if you ain't got a lot of money to pay people, 9 times out of 10, just go and get you some pens and some notepads and some commissary to sit your ass down, because his crimes are alleged crimes are too close. It's like you never learned a lesson, you know. And also too, you could try to, if you had rugs in your system, you could try to use that as leverage if the judge is trying to hear it, because that can get you sent to a rug program and get, instead of you going straight to the jailhouse, they'll show you leniency there because they think you got a problem. But if
Okay,
you
so hold on. You brought that up. All right. So definitely, because his father has been incarcerated since 2006 and hasn't been out yet. So this, in fact, is Tadashi's. And this is the arrest date was October 9th of 2020. And this is a felony possession of a firearm by a narcotic addict, possession of a firearm by a narcotic addict too. So there's 2 charges, 2 counts of that. There's also a felony possession of, all of this was dismissed though, of possession of ammunition, felony carry concealed weapon in the vehicle, 2 counts of that, and a felony injuring a spouse, cohabitant, fiance's, boyfriend, girlfriend, or child's parent. Okay, and he pled no contest, and he pled no contest to the possession of a firearm by a narcotic addict and to the domestic violence. The other charges were dismissed due to the plea. This was back in 2020. So what you actually have here is a violent offense of robbery. Okay, and he pled no contest. I believe that's what that is. Nolo contadre. Hold on.
Yeah, that's what that
Yeah,
is.
it's no contest.
I just want to double check it. All right.
Yeah, I done pled that before. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Me too.
So
That's
he
exactly what it is.
but the dismissal was for the robbery. of this charge, but the assault with a deadly weapon with force and possible great bodily injury is what he pled, no contest to. And because he did that, which means, that plea, it made the other one, due to his plea negotiation, they dismissed that one. All right. He's been getting a lot of that going on because this is what happened in this case as well. And in this case over here, it's still going on. So you got 2018, 2020, and 2025, and this is a robbery. So all of these are considered violent offenses.
Can I just say something?
Mhm.
When you plead no contest, you're not pleading not guilty or guilty, but they actually are considering you guilty. And with certain plea deals, they tell you you have a certain amount of time to stay out of trouble. And if you get arrested or police contact in between that time, you're the charges that was dropped and everything gets put back on you and you're guilty like automatically. So even if he didn't do time for this, they're going to look at how close everything is together. And because they both were violent offenses, he might not get 3 strike time, but he's going to get some kind of time. Because like Dre said, they're going to try to make an example out of him because it seems like you have not learned. And for nothing, if you already did a drug program, they don't give you a drug program twice. Like once you get the drug program once, you can't go back and tell them the same thing. They're going to send you to jail to detox, not to the drug program.
For at least 6 months.
Right. And
That's what my cousin got, was 6 months.
Well, the thing is, a nolo contadre plea can count towards the 3-strike system if the offense qualifies, which it looks like it could qualify. And it's also saying here that you don't have to have gone to prison. Probation or even time served still counts. So basically, that 20 domestic violence, if there was any visible injuries on her, then that's strike 1. And then you got the robbery of 2025. So and then you got the other one. So it's like, yeah.
And
they specifically told me when I pled, which is like they told me when I pled, do not get in trouble until your probation is over. Like, don't get in trouble, period. But if you get in trouble before your probation ends or within a certain period of time, sometimes they give you 2 years, 4 years. They tell you like your time's you're not gonna get the minimum whenever you get in trouble. You're gonna get medium to the max.
Well, here's the thing. In this 2018 case, he was put on 36 months probation.
And here in California, I can say this from experience, when I got set up at the store, based off of it was a violent offense and he had drugs in his system allegedly. He got 25 years, but if he fought it, he would have got the 25 years if he was found guilty. It's 25 in the L for what he did to me. It was 25 in the L, and that's just based off a robbery with a pow.
And you said he had 36 months probation. And when was the next charge? You said 2019, and the next one was what year?
2020. So he did end up going to Los Angeles County Jail for
within a year.
For 364 days, and then he came out with a 2-year probation, which is the status at the time was in effect. So that leads us to where we are in 2025. So
they finna nail his ass because he, like you said, he's not listening, and they keep telling you don't get in trouble. And that was probably your second chance you got in 2020. They probably finna light his ass up just to show him that they're not playing with him.
I think they're gonna give him some time, but not what everybody thinking, because they know that he in their mind. Don't say, if you listening, dude, I'm not saying this, but in the eyes of the law, you stupid. So they know you're gonna go out and do something else.
My cousin had charges.
Wait 1 second. They know that
like
you
my
gonna
cousin
go
had
out.
charges similar.
Yeah, they know he gonna go out and do something else that's bigger, and then they'll be able to nail him for good. Because he ain't learned. If he learned, he wouldn't have been saying nothing. I would have been scared. I wouldn't have been worried about what nobody said about me. Who cares? I'm facing life.
Mm-hmm.
My life is on the line. I'm not finna go start nothing with nobody that could possibly say something that is going to nail me and seal my fate. I'm not. It's just not gonna happen. So he's still not taking it serious. It tells me that. And so therefore he's gonna do something else. He is.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I sat at home for 2 years and didn't go nowhere until my probation was up. Because I
You
said,
feel me? So that
But
tells me with him, because he
yeah,
keeps moving around and he keeps doing more reckless things and he, you know, and from the sounds of things, you pillow talk and tell all your business. Yeah, you didn't seal your own fate. You sealed it on your own.
and he's probably thinking, like you said, he can get more rug related. I don't know if we can say that on here, like, some kind of treatment or something like that. And like I said, my cousin had just about the same thing. It was burglary because he had went into some people's houses trying to get, stuff to take and trade or money or whatever for rugs. And it was the same thing, like the burglary with the rug charge. And the third time he did it, he had to do 6 months straight, no early timeout. So that's probably 6 months to a year is probably about what he's going to get.
I got a partner that's in there right now, and he got the same. His record is worse than his. He went to somebody's house, robbed them, and unalived them with their own weapon. But they only gave him 25 in the L. But the L is considered like the strike if you ain't got one. And depending on the crime, it can count as one or two.
Yeah. Well, it looks like, Bino, you got bigger things to worry about than to be worrying about being out here doing interviews and stuff when it comes down to the Chriseans.
Yeah, wrong with that.
He
Oh
posted it
God.
to his story before y'all come for me. He posted it to his
Oh
stories.
God.
Yeah,
Where'd
he
Pop
posted.
go?
She right there. Here she goes. She done popped back in. So
You disappeared on us, boo.
Yeah, my phone died. Sorry. Oh Lord.
well,
That was just like his twin. You
he
dressed him
posted it
better
to
than he
his
dressed.
story.
But
So
You need to do that for Halloween.
did we disclose who posted it and who he reposted it from?
no, I
Oh.
don't. Well, we might have, but shout out to Be More Careful.
Gang, 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 gang.
Why he look like him though?
For real.
Just saying,
Like
go.
with makeup or something.
Don't worry about yourself, sir. It's a damn shame. Anyway, moving right along. So it seems that Chrisean and Lemmy got into a text exchange, and it was initiated by Lumel. And he and Chrisean took to their IG story post, and they began to have this back and forth. Okay. And Chrisean, she was very, very, very upset. I'm going to read this first one and then we're going to summarize the rest of them because I am going to be doing a video on these messages and this exchange later on today or some point in time. Don't hold me to it. I'm behind on content. Y'all just bear with me. Just watch the content, like it, hype it, share it, all of that good stuff. But anyway, Chrisean says, I ain't have Blue and his I'ma I guess, have Blue and his peoples to call you because you on some, I don't know, foul shit. I guess foul. I don't know. Straight up, you wrong. You weak ass did some demonic ass shit. Bitch, that was for my son and his father and his father, and to weird ass took, I guess your weird ass took, I don't know, straight up, you set me, straight up, you set me to fail, and I hate you with all my heart. I hate you, and you think you gonna get away with it. Bet. Now, Chrisean was angry. Okay. I understand angry texting because sometimes I be angry and speeding and I don't get it out right the way I want to either. Okay. Now, Lemmy responded and said, threats and hatred towards others are not reflective of God's nature. Your words and actions seem sinister and stem from a place of bitterness and hatred rather than love and grace. As scripture reminds us, so in Christ Jesus are you all children of God through faith. Galatians 3:26, New Living Translation. Regarding Blue and his family, we are in a good place. Zeus and I remain committed to supporting him upon his release. I sincerely encourage you, Miss Rock, to seek healing, get mental help, and focus on caring for your son. That should be your true priority. May God bless and soften your heart. Thoughts?
Fuck lemon pepper stepper. That's my thought. Fuck you. Because at the end of the day, she wasn't even supposed to be on Baddies. She was supposed to have her own fucking show. And you so demonic that you don't want no show that's about goodness and all of that. You need the drama, you need the mess, you need the fight, and you need people to degrade themselves so you can put money in your pockets and take people to Italy and always in Louis Vuitton and Gucci stores. Like, stop playing yourself. Please. I didn't hear not one threat. She said she gonna get them to call you. She ain't say she gonna get them to pull up. She ain't say she was gonna get them to do nothing to you. You tried to spin some bullshit to cover up your bullshit. Fuck you, lemon pepper stepper.
He's a baddie, sassy, bougie, ratchet. For real,
Well,
I
I
agree
definitely
with
want
Pop.
to
Like,
Well,
like, come on now, you could have gave her a show.
yeah, and I am going to read this because this is the one that I forgot all about last night when I was talking, and I was like, well, he hasn't said that he wasn't going to work with her. Well, he says, I've done nothing but extend countless opportunities to you and have compensated you generously for your time and involvement. I've done nothing to you, but it's all love, no malice, and certainly no hate on my end. However, I am no longer interested in engaging in any professional capacity with you. You've repeatedly displayed patterns of manipulation, deceit, and ingratitude that make working with me and Zeus entirely untenable. Your conduct has been consistently disrespectful, disruptive, and disingenuous. While you are undeniably entertaining and possess talent, talent alone can only take one so far. It is character, integrity, and humanity that sustains longevity. Your actions have consistently reflected otherwise, contradicting the godly image you so often profess. I sincerely wish you healing, growth, and I can't see what the rest of that is, something moving forward.
See what I mean? You trying to spin the shit. Like, okay, she's walking in a godly path. You have a show that's nothing but fighting and a whole bunch of messy ass shit with a whole bunch. We gonna call a spade a spade. Bad. There's no baddie on there that actually has motion like that. That really has motion. Like, come on, none of them have motion. None of them outside of your show. You're acting like you really make stars like that. No, y'all poach stars. Because we going to call a spade a spade. Every star that came from Baddies, you took them technically from Now That's TV. Now, let's get it popping, lemon pepper stepper, because you pissed me off. Chrisean was on Now That's TV first. Diamond was on Now That's
DTB.
TV first.
I
DTB
agree.
was on Now That's TV first. PT was on Now That's TV first. And then you turn around and you poaching, not for nothing, I love Suki. Yes, I love Suki, but you poaching fucking deadbeats from Love and Hip Hop that nobody gives a fuck about no more, like Bianca, Mariah. Like, you did not make nobody. They made you. All right. If it wasn't for Chrisean putting persuasion in that sink, if it wasn't for Chrisean getting them bounty hunters locking her up, if it wasn't for Chrisean, Natalie seeing her on Now That's TV and brought her to the second season of Baddies, Baddies wouldn't be what the fuck
That's not
Baddies
true.
is now.
That's not true. Chrisean came from Bad Girls Club. to Now That's TV, and Natalie saw her on Bad Girls Club.
Okay, well, I correct myself. But if she didn't bring her there, it wasn't going to happen. Y'all wasn't going to get the seasons that y'all got, them first 3, to get the viewership that y'all got. And not for nothing, Lemmy, you're stupid. I really be thinking you're a dumbass businessman, because for nothing, the Malone sisters being together, running baddies, would have got you way more money and views than whatever production, or you let the baddies do or whatever. Because it seems like a setup, just like when she was pregnant, all set up. You play nice in front of people so you can put out shit like this to try to spin narratives and Mandela affect us like we don't know what you really be doing, because she's not the only or the first one that done came out and said that y'all do underhanded shit. Like, come on, Lemon Diddy. Stop it.
Mm-hmm. Trying to recreate the seasons Chrisean was on, and you can't recreate them seasons. Like, it was original, it was authentic, it wasn't something y'all story produced, it just happened generically. And like I said, you're never gonna recreate that shit. But let's not forget, he was bothering the shit out of Elle to get up with her. So why are you acting like you're doing her a favor by putting her to work? Like, you offered her a show, which would have went the fuck up, because haters and everybody are nosy as hell when it comes to her, and they want to see what's going on. So you was pestering the shit out of her for her to come back, but you acting like you're doing her a favor. Fuck out of here with that shit.
And not no knock to Rolly, but I would rather see a God show on your damn network than her ass getting freaking surgery, making my stomach turn and making me want to throw up my lunch. Okay? Like, I don't understand. Y'all even like, I'm gonna bring in somebody else, even with Jonathan. Why Jonathan ain't got his own hair show yet? Because that would be too positive, huh?
Exactly.
Like, come on, Lemon Pepper. We see what you like, and I hate the fact that people be like, but he's a preacher kid and he's supposed to. No, let's call a spade a spade. Most preacher kids, they are demonic once they get let outside. Whether it's a girl and now she want to just hunch on everything and be into everything, or it's a boy that's going to jump off the porch. Most of them, I would say 75% of preacher kids do not follow in their parents' footsteps and try to rebel. So him being a preacher kid, I don't like. So what? Bino ugly ass is a preacher kid too.
Yeah, and I feel like too. You say, "Oh, we here to help support Blue and his family and this, that, and the third." Where's the support for her and hers? It seems like you just exploiting them for your own personal gain and put their family trauma on television to make you some money. But you gonna understand when your child gets here how that feel. You get what I'm saying? Because right now, only for right now, Scotty is the thing. But she gonna be a thing of the past in a couple of years, and you're gonna see how they drill her ass, and you're gonna be like, man, I shouldn't have did that girl like that. No, you shouldn't have. You a man. You acting like a pimp, a gorilla soft pimp. You really is. You force women to be with you, allegedly. I don't even think Scotty wants your ugly little ass. Oh yeah, I think she would have liked Diddy better.
See, y'all doing that pause again. I told y'all about.
Yeah, I have to go light up my tree real quick, you know.
I'll be too happy. I'm gonna be pausing.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I pause because it's just like,
damn.
Every show is the same thing. Every showdown, it's this.
That's
It's
what.
us. It's us, saying something that's positive or, whatever. And it flies over people's heads. It's constantly it's constant defense. We're always running defense. Don't y'all get tired of this?
Yeah, but
Not
the Lord.
y'all.
Oh,
Them in the comments. Don't y'all get tired of this? Not tired of us, because we know you love us. But I'm just saying, don't y'all get tired of it's always Chrisean. And it's you can't say nothing. You can't sit up here and you can't say let's see. What was something that witch said? And I was like, well, that makes sense. About going up against $1 billion business. I think, because in this exchange of text messages where Chrisean and Lemmy went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, at the end of these text messages, towards the end, Chrisean says, because I don't even want to go through all of it. Chrisean says, I don't want war. I don't want baddies. I don't want X amount of dollars, even though we saw, or maybe it's a different dollar amount. Who knows? Just forgive me and leave where I'm at. I guess forgive me and leave me where I'm at. And I'll do the same. I'm deleting everything off my page and I won't mention your network ever again. Don't respond to Blues people if they hit you on my behalf. Don't respond to Pastor Mike. I'm sorry. I should have never done baddies and I should have never been in the mix to begin with on everything. I really did change and the environment was so different from what I remembered. I don't actually hate you. I love you. I just hate what I put myself through. Boom, accountability. But you know what? That accountability right there flew over everybody's head. And there will be people out here that will say, she shouldn't have had to apologize. She should have never apologized. She wasn't in the wrong. And da-da-da-da-da-da. But let me say this. Now, when a person is right, they're right. Zeus Network is $1 billion corporation. To take them to court, to continue to talk, will cause you defamation, will cause you to go through legal battles. And Chrisean does not have the same long money that Zeus Network and Lemmy has to go toe-to-toe in the mat, in the paint, legally. So the best thing for her to do was to say that right there. I don't want nothing from you. Leave me where I'm at. I'm going to leave you where you're at. Forgive me. I shouldn't have come over there. The environment, I thought it was something else. It's different now. And I had no business being over there in the mix of all of that. So I take accountability and I put myself through this and I'm going to bow out of this. I'm going to bow out of this gracefully. So if I say that I think that was the best thing to do because I agree, God, I gulped hard. With the statement that was made by the Zilla, I'm about to throw up, about going against $1 billion corporation, you don't want to do that. But see, when she said apologize and do all of this, Chrisean had already apologized. Chrisean, and guess what? Chrisean wasn't even the one that posted this. Lemmy was the one that posted this thread of text messages, not Chrisean. Lemmy posted it, and he put prayers, he put a thumbs up, and he put a heart. All is well, peace is in the valley right now.
right. And I want to say this. I'm sorry, Henny. I almost said Lemmy.
I'm just gonna say there's gonna be some people that will, start that she shouldn't have to have said nothing. They was wrong and this and that and miss the whole point. I get tired of constantly running defense when it comes down to defending Chrisean and then having to defend the supporters and then having to defend against the hater. I get tired of the defense all the time. Like, she did the right thing here. For anybody who feels that she shouldn't have had to, she did the right thing. And what he did was I'm sorry, I'm almost done. What she did do was set off a chain of events that caused everybody to look at Zeus a little bit differently. Zeus ain't viral like it was a couple days ago. Over the weekend, Baddies was viral as hell. They ain't had that much viralness in a minute. And it was viral because Chrisean, she wasn't beefing with another baddie. She's beefing with the CEO. And because of people out here exposing that this stuff has been said before, it brought a big spotlight to where people are now digging and pulling up clips of DTB and Anna and this one and that one and that one and this one, speaking out about baddies and how they're treated and the things that go on. So that exposed train has already left the station. So the best thing to do was to say, you know what? I'm going to just bow out gracefully. I'm proud of her. Go ahead, Trey.
Me too. I'm proud of her too. And that was the grown, mature thing to do, Chrisean. If you're listening, baby girl, keep stepping. Sometimes, like I do, I wouldn't found me somebody that I jive with that was a professional therapist to talk to. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people make it seem like having a therapist is crazy. Get the Lord. The Lord created us for one another. He created doctors, people with special gifts. And that's because he knew people was down here and we're going to have issues and we're going to need to talk to somebody. We're going to need that doctor to fix that leg that we don't know how to fix. We're going to need that therapist to help heal that broken heart that we don't know how to fix. And we have to use one another and the resources that he put down here for us and stop turning a blind eye to them and saying we're just going to take him. He put them down here so we could take them and him and put them together and get a bang out of life. And sometimes you go back to what you used to once you start your journey and you realize that's not for you, because that's how it was with me. And I'm proud of you for apologizing to him and, you know, just for where you at in life. I'm proud of you, baby girl. Keep striving. Just like I say, try a therapist. If you don't, just please try a therapist, baby, because this world is wicked. You can't tell your friends shit. Your therapist at least keep it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? While giving you some words of encouragement and wisdom.
But really quickly, hold your thought. Don't forget
Okay.
it. I just want to make this announcement. You will be removed from the chat if you use the name Rock. If you are a supporter, then you know her name is Chrisean. She does not like to be called Chrisean Rock. She don't like to be called Rock. She even did not post that Zeus flyer because the Zeus flyer had Chrisean Rock on there. So if you call her Rock, your comment will be removed and you will be asked not to call her Rock because that is Chrisean's wishes. Okay? And if you call the baby Junior, your comment will be removed. His name is not Junior. She's already told everybody that. And if you're a supporter, you should know the baby's name is Chrisean Jesus. So we are abiding by the wishes of the person who we are actually covering. Because even when Prince said his name wasn't Prince no more and it was a symbol, people respected that and they started using the symbol when they referred to him. So over here, maybe over in other places, they don't do that, but I'm going to respect because your name is your name. And so her name is Chrisean. So if you get timed out because you said Rock, I've seen the mods say do not call her Rock. If you get timed out and you've said Junior, it's because you've been warned that his name is Chrisean Jesus. We are respecting her wishes. It's nothing personal. But if I tell y'all to start calling me what other Patronisha, this is Patronisha Perspectives. Y'all got to stop calling me Henny and start calling me Patronisha because that's my name now.
Okay, Patronisha. I just want to say to
Call
you,
you
Henny.
Rock.
okay, or whiskey. But what I wanted to say to Henny was the reason why we're in such of a battle because the good Lord said in the end days, good is going to be looked at as bad, and bad is going to be looked at as the new good, and that is what is going on right now, and it's going to get worse.
Right.
So
And
that's what's going on, and yeah. I'm done with my preaching. And Karlissa, you still bald headed. You still evil. You ain't nothing but a Jezebel. You have an incest spirit. Baldy.
but y'all noticed that like since she got back with Zeus and they come back in, it's like we've seen a series of events happening with her. Like from that stuff on the rooftop with they thought she said the ice comments to all kind of stuff. Things have been happening. So her walking away was probably the best thing she could have ever done. And I feel like it's time for her to move in a different direction in reality TV, whether you go try to be in movies, which she's a good actress, she could go be in some movies or shows or something different, or she could simply do her own thing and just record her own life and, you know, do
Yeah,
it
put
like
it on
hire you a team.
Patreon.
Yeah, no, don't do Patreon because Carlissa gonna say you copied her with her bald head ass. Don't do that.
I wouldn't
But
care.
you
I
know,
wouldn't
some
care.
kind of
No Patreon. Do what
Do
you gonna do. I
Patreon.
don't care.
Do
some kind
Patreon.
of
Fuck
damn
Karlissa.
thing. You know, hire you a team to handle everything. Some people you trust, make them sign damn NDAs. You got to learn to do the legal shit. I'm gonna say that you have got to learn how to do the legal shit to protect you and your peace. That way, you don't have to worry about somebody coming out and saying this, that, and the third. If they do, sue them for everything down to their damn underwear.
That
Like,
part.
start doing the grown up thing instead of just letting the shit go. Like, and move on in your career because this should show you, like, because when something is not for you and you keep returning, God is going to keep hurting you with what you keep going back to. He's going to
Amen.
keep showing you this isn't for you. So I'm going to hurt your feelings every time you don't listen to me until you learn.
Worse and worse and worse. He gonna keep hurting your
Mm-hmm.
feelings. And baby girl, you got so much money on the table. I will go lawsuit crazy. You got about a good
Mm-hmm.
meal on the table right now, depending on how much you asking for. I'm not
Sign
bullshitting.
NDAs. Get you a team. That way you're not rushing and worried about doing everything your damn self. So you can just come in, be the talent, maybe sign a few little pieces of paper, and then just showcase you and your son and your life because people are watching it right now for free on Instagram. Charge these motherfuckers for it. Charge $20 damn a person, and if 40,000 people watch you every single time, that's a lot of fucking money a month. And you ain't got to do shit but be yourself. It's smarter ways to do this that do not compromise your religion, your soul, none of that shit. And you ain't got somebody telling you what to do in the process. So
And
I just
telling
want to
your
put that out
business.
there. If she is listening, be the adult in the situation now. Like I said, NDAs, do all this shit. Start moving differently. Start moving like a businesswoman, an actress, like you are the talent. Get you a talent agent, if anything. Or make Bravo handle this shit.
That part. Well, I did take all of her white posts, which were posted in between some of these text messages, and put them all together because when I sat and looked at the white posts, they told you a complete story. And I hope people picked up on the story that was in the white background post. She says, I did everything but die. People, places, and things. I take full accountability. I learned a lot of what it was. I learned a lot of it was self-inflicted. But when you have people with power and money against what you stand on, women in general ain't respected in no industry, not even sports. Everywhere I turn, there's no room for me to breathe in. Just because I'm expressing myself doesn't mean I'm crazy. I'm not a tough girl. Put me in the fire. For some reason, I didn't die. I'm not crazy. I'm hurt. And when
That was
I
the
read those, I'm sorry, when I read those in the order they were posted, it told you all that she was feeling right there. Because even in her post, she's speaking Chrisean. Go ahead, Pop.
no, I was saying that was the realest shit that she said in a minute. Like, once you put all the posts together, she's basically taking accountability, because everybody says she never does. But she's basically taking accountability and saying, I had to learn the hard way that I can't be around people, places, and things that I need to get rid of. And that's a lot of growth spiritually and as far as growth as an adult to me. But you really do see her pain in those white posts. Like, when you start reading in between the lines, she is really hurt. Like, she's hurt and she has nobody to uplift her. Everything that once made her happy, she has to get rid of to actually make herself truly happy. So let me rephrase that. Everything that once she thought made her happy, you have to get rid of that to actually make you happy. And in the process, you feel lonely, you feel by yourself. And then when you already have separation issues and you already been through certain things where you feel like people that's supposed to love you unconditionally don't, or the people that's supposed to do for you aren't doing for you, and now you're stuck by yourself, your mental space is really gonna, play with you, and your morale's gonna go down, and you're gonna start feeling down and low. And you can see in these posts that that's where she's at. And that's why Karlissa needs to stop, because God forbid anything happens, no matter how much you act like you don't like, or act like you hate, or act like she's the problem, you're going to have to live with that for the rest of your life. And I know people that said that they were involved in unaliving, whether they did it, they self-pushed somebody to do it, felt like they could have stopped it, whatever, and it haunts you. It'll really haunt you, especially if anything, God forbid, happens to your grandchild. And that's the whole thing with Karlissa. She don't know that certain things that come out her mouth, it can really harm her grandchild or the mother of her grandchild, which in turn harms your grandchild anyway. So I just want people to really understand, like, she's not just entertainment for us on the internet. This is a real human being with real feelings, real emotions, and can really go down deep into a hole where somebody might not be able to pull her out of. No matter how much love you have on the internet, that's the internet. You still need that love. You still need that one-on-one hug. You need to feel that emotion for real and that love for real. The internet could give you but so much.
And two, I want to piggyback off what Pop said. You're going to hurt your grandchild because God forbid anything happened to her. That's his mother. And do you not know what that's going to do to your son? Everybody's not going to forget the things that you said to this girl. Ever. They're going to forever remind him, especially the hate pages, the people you think that's your biggest supporters right now. God forbid anything happened to that girl, they going to post it in your son inbox. They going to be the main ones when he come home too, that's sending him everything that you said. So while you in there, you think you got it and you winning, them going to be the same motherfuckers that take you down. When he comes home, and God forbid if anything ever happened to her, they going to say you did it. Because they bigged you up to do it. But once you do what they bigged you up to do, they going to turn their back on you. And that's going to forever haunt you. Because your grandkids ain't going to let you forget it. And neither will he let your grandson, the mother, the child of the person that happened to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't going to ever let y'all, let none of y'all forget it in his grandparent, as well as his aunties. Terrain, that's for you too. That's your little sister. You see what she going through, baby. What is wrong with you? It ain't that much damn money in the world. Because right now, excuse my French, you just seem like a little trifling B-word. Like, for real. You just seem trifling as hell. That girl over there dealing with depression, and ain't nobody reached out to her. Where's her supposedly friends that she put on baddies? Marsh, DJ Sky, all of you motherfuckers, where are y'all? Y'all quick to come out here and shun her, but when she needs your help in a time like this, none of you motherfuckers are standing for her.
And to piggyback off of Dre, I understand, like, it's a job and nobody going to mess their bag up for nobody. But are y'all there emotionally to support her? Has anybody called and checked on her? Or y'all like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but the way the perception looks, it's looking like everybody just used her to get what they wanted. And now that she's out of the situation and everybody got what they wanted, it's like, fuck her. And I'm just saying, this is the perception that the fans and the supporters and even the haters, this is what we're all seeing. So to us, it's like everybody abandoned her. And it seems like once you get the use out of her, whatever use you're using her for, y'all discard her. And you're lucky that she does have a forgiving heart, because sometimes I get mad at her for that, because it's okay to forgive, but she forgets, and she brings you back in close, and she gives you another chance. And it just seems like everybody just keeps taking her kindness for weakness and doing these things to her. Or it ain't even things, it's just normal things. Like, as a friend, you're supposed to reciprocate things. If she's stepping for you and always stepping for you, why don't y'all step for her?
Exactly. And to all her haters, what if somebody bullied your mama like that, or your sister, your niece, your daughter, to the point where they felt like this? You can't say it never would happen because you don't know what the future holds. But what if they did that?
There's kids unaliving themselves for way less stuff getting put on the internet than what they do to Chrisean. I know personally a girl that took some nude pictures. Somebody at the school that didn't like her got it. They posted it on Instagram, made group chats about it, all that. And she went in her backyard. She's 15 years old and hung herself in her backyard for her mama and her daddy to find her with a note saying that she rather had unalived herself than embarrass them and be that embarrassed. And that's a 15-year-old child. And that's way less than what y'all do to this girl. She's still a child. That's another problem with this society. Just because you're 20-something years old, at 20-something years old, no, me knowing from experience, being this grown age that I am, you are still a child. You still need guidance. You still need love. You still need protection from the people around you, from your family. You're still a child. You don't have the brain capacity to make decisions. I'm not going to lie, like some of us didn't, because some of us get forced into positions that you have to be an adult. Because by the time I was her age, I already had 2 kids, paying rent, doing all of that. But my situation forced me into having to be an adult. But I still had people behind me helping me to be an adult, showing me the right way to go, pushing me into the right path. And she has no one. And I don't understand how people are expecting her to be this great mother when, let's call a spade, who has been around her that is an example of a good mother. All of the family members have ACS cases. Karlissa is not a good example. Her mother, we love Miss Charla, but because of her situation, she wasn't the best example either. So how a person that does not know how to be a mother, and let's go for men too, because Blue doesn't really have an example of how to be a good father either. He never did. So how 2 people that don't know how to be parents, how can other people judge them for the way that they parent? When most of us don't know how to be good parents neither, because we didn't have good examples either.
We have to learn. Just like people acting like they didn't have times where they did shit that was probably CPS worthy. Because I said that before. Like, we've all let a kid fall off the bed, jump off of some shit, run out. I mean, you got to learn. Especially, like you said, if you don't have an example or you don't have a village, like, you have to learn. So, and then, like Pop says, if you have nobody, like, I've been to that place. The only reason I'm here right now is because God opened my eyes back up that day. But my shit wasn't even as bad as hers. I do not see how she is still going out and doing shit and taking care of her baby with all the bullshit y'all throw at her and say at her. And it just reminds me of, like, It's like this image of like her standing there and like everybody grabbing at her and attacking her at once. That's what I keep seeing whenever I think about that. Like just trying to claw her down. And could y'all handle that? Y'all want to talk shit about her being, what do you call it, emotional, crying? Like if all she's doing is shedding a few tears and she's still going, she's stronger than 90% of you motherfuckers.
Right. She sure is. Because it was a time, reason why I'm in therapy now, and I'm telling her, it's okay, baby, get therapy. Because I was there. And that's when I started my walk with the Lord, was when I was there. I was writing notes that at the beginning of this year, I just threw away. I wrote a letter to everybody that I felt that ever hurt me. Because I wanted, and it's going to give y'all a little insight, because I ain't dealing with half of the stuff she dealing with. I wanted to eat my own weapon. Because I couldn't deal with what was going on upstairs. So I had to get some help. And I started my walk with the Lord and got me some therapy. Because I got tired of people pulling on me. I got tired of people saying that I'm the problem. I got scapegoating, by the way, and saying that I'm the problem because they don't want to face the reality. I got tired of the people that hurt me not acknowledging that they hurt me. But then when I found the Lord, he told me that it was okay that they hurt you. I got you. Go get you some help. Go find somebody you could tell that story to. They're going to tell you something to help you. And you try it in your day-to-day life and get a bang out of life and come out of that depression. And we going to live. Because that's all it's about, is living. Not bashing a 25-year-old girl that's trying to figure it out. Because we all don't have the answers, and we grown. How many of y'all in the comments that just not commenting at all felt the way this girl felt? And y'all ain't even dealing with half of the things she deal with. But you secretly think those thoughts and feel that way in your heart. We just got to stop and think and remember that these people are humans and they have feelings too. And everything is not content.
And not for nothing, when I was younger, I tried to take myself out too, but I didn't walk with the Lord. My grandmother and them poured so much love into me that it took everything, all those bad thoughts. And it was more of teenage school shit. Oh, nobody like me. Everybody want to fight me. It just got crazy being a teenager at school, and I felt that way. And my grandmother and them had to pour a lot into me for me to get out of that thought. But you need somebody. Everybody needs somebody. And it's unfair that it's like y'all don't even want her to have anybody. Anybody get close to her. And I blame some of the supporters too. Anybody get close to her, it's like, oh, we bombard them. Whether we bombarding them with good comments, bad comments, it's like we help push people away from her too. And I'm starting to see that too, because she'll be around people. Half of us will like them, half of us don't. The ones that don't like them, they're in their but. And I'm not saying y'all wrong for y'all opinion. Everybody's feelings is valid, but we're dealing with a person that don't have nobody. And that's why, like, even though I did not like her being with Dino, that's why a lot of us was just happy that she looked happy. She was feeling happy. Somebody was treating her good, because we don't ever really get to see that. It's always some kind of malicious thing behind it, or it's always some kind of game for the other person behind it. So we're always seeing the phoniness, the foulness, the setup. We always watching for the hook. Like, when is it gonna come? It's emotionally draining on us watching it too. So if y'all could imagine how emotionally draining it is, whether you like her or not, because hate is an emotion too. People seem to forget that. When you hate somebody, that's an emotion. It's a feeling. It's not a fact. It's not nothing, because you can hate somebody off of a lie that somebody else told you. Hate is an emotion. We all are getting emotionally drained from watching. So how do y'all think she feels from going through this? And we just gave, all three of us just gave y'all examples of stuff that wasn't even on the internet. This is real life shit that happens to everybody on a day-to-day basis. So not only does she has to deal with all the internet bullshit, she has to deal with real life too.
Exactly. And for those who do hate her in the world, if God forbid for y'all, if y'all got into a car accident, has somehow was unalived or not here anymore, that's still considered hate in the eyes of the Lord, right? No matter which way you shake it, he's going to ask you, why did you do what you did to that girl? Unwarranted, or however you say it. Shoot, come on, help me out, Krista. You my dictionary. Help me out.
Unwarranted.
What she
And
said.
none of y'all probably would have thought that about any of us three. Y'all probably would, because we are all pretty happy, go lucky, and everything for the most part. But none of y'all probably would have ever thought we had went through that, and y'all don't know how much worse it could be behind the scenes. And I still see some of y'all just trash ass motherfuckers wishing it on her, hoping that it'll happen. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, some of y'all just need y'all's ass whooped, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all just need your ass whooped, because have some human compassion. Y'all don't know, just because y'all see crying, y'all don't know it could be way fucking worse. So just leave her the fuck alone if you don't like her.
A little bit, Mom.
No.
Please.
Please leave her alone if you don't like her. It's not worth you sending your soul to hell and also trying to have her do something crazy and stupid to herself. And she got a child to live for. She has a child. And while you wishing that on her in the comments, just know, rather if it do or it don't happen, you still just march yourself or somebody in your family for that to happen to. Because what you wish on the others, it happens on to you. That's for everybody out there.
The problem is a lot of people don't know that dark space. A lot of people don't know what it's like to actually be alone, feel alone. They think that because you see people in a crowd that they could never feel lonely. You could be in a room full of people and still feel alone, still be misunderstood, still not feel heard, still not feel appreciated, still not feel. That's the whole thing. You can't feel. You hurt so much you damn near become numb. And that's what people don't look at. And you'll never understand what it is. And if you've been there and you're wishing that on somebody, shame on you. Shame on you. Because here's the difference. I did die. I did take my own life. And you know how old I was when I did it? I was 14. And for those of y'all who don't know the story, it was after I was molested by my mother's best friend's husband. I did die. I went to that golden white light. I heard the voice. I was sent back here. So for me, it was more than an attempt. I actually succeeded, but was sent back. So when I tell y'all that y'all are mean-spirited, vicious, demonic, evil, wicked people, I say that from a place and a space of observation. I can see and feel things. I'm very empathic. All this drama is draining on a truly empathic person. It zonks me. I have no energy. It takes me days to recuperate sometimes. But I know what it feels like to feel like there's nobody there. To need somebody. And the people that's supposed to be there, they ain't there. The people that you need to be there are incapable of being there, carrying the burden. So why do I still get up and still try to humanize Chrisean? Every video. Try to humanize everyone in the situation. Try to humanize the situation. Try to get people to see it from different perspectives. It's because I know that pain. I know that space. And I knew that early. I swallowed a whole bottle of pills and didn't leave a note. Didn't tell no one until I had already did what I did, and then swore the person I told to secrecy until I had passed on. I was serious about not being here. And then you know what happened when that didn't work? You know what I did? I walked the streets and called for death to come get me. I wasn't walking the streets like a blade. Wasn't walking the blade. But I would be outside walking from this place to that place at all hours of the night, calling for death, asking for it, saying, come and get me already. Since I couldn't do it at my own hand, can somebody else just please come and take me away from here? I had a death wish because I was broken. But I had a job to do. I had a purpose. And I feel that my purpose was my children. My son saved my life. My son saved my life. Do you understand me? That should tell you how much I love my son. I love my daughters because they changed my life. I love my children because they gave me purpose. They bring me joy. They taught me about me as a woman, as a mother. I take my job as their mother seriously because I'm honored to be their mothers. Their mother, me. Them children chose me. The mess that I was, they looked down from heaven and told the Most High God, I want her. That's my mom. Chrisean Jesus looked down from heaven with the Most High God and said, I want her as my mom. And I want him as my dad and her as my granny. And I want that family. See, when you could start looking at it from a higher perspective, you start doing what's called understanding, which means that you get it on the inside. Your soul gets it. All these people were chosen to be a part of a child's life. That child chose y'all. The broken messes that we all are, were, have grown from, have healed from. So think about that the next time y'all go and try to be nasty, even though I know there's people eavesdropping now that'll take what I said and try to twist it into something nasty and disrespectful. That's okay, because on Judgment Day, you'll answer for that.
Mm-hmm. And I want to piggyback off of that if you don't care, but I'm going to say this. I had something similar to Henny, but mine was a cocktail of a bunch of different things. It was like, I didn't care to be here anymore. But when my eyes were closed for that period of time, I couldn't tell you if it was a dream or what it was. And it felt like it was only 30 minutes. But what I felt was pain, anguish, and the most horrible thing you could ever feel before my eyes opened. And it had been 4 hours later when I woke up. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, that made me truly believe hell is real. And it's not going to be somewhere pleasant that y'all end up in if y'all don't get off of this hate, this anger, this bullshit. Because at the end of the day, y'all don't know this girl. Are y'all really willing to risk going somewhere like that just to be popular online? Get your little brownie points, seem cool to all the the other little assholes. Because I promise you, hell is real and it's hot. And a lot of y'all need to change your own lives before you worry about what she's doing.
Yep. And to piggyback off Kristen, hell is hot and it's real. And I just pray that the Lord just covered the families, both sides, from Jonathan's side to Chrisean's side, and touch them and change their hearts. Seriously. I plead the blood of Jesus over the situation for the sake of the children. I pray for Karlissa to change her heart and her evil, wicked ways. I pray for Miss Charlotte for the Lord to give her strength to change for the greater good of her kids and her grandkids. Because the kids is the future. We're not. We lived our lives. We had our opportunities. We're old now. We still got opportunities to do things, but we can't go and say we're going to become that basketball player, that model, that rapper, whatever it was that you were striving to be as a child. You can't do that. So we have to pick something else. So with that being said, the kids are the future. Invest into your child and just live for them. And Chrisean, that's for you too, baby. Just love him and fuck the world, because they gonna give you their ass to kiss every time. He's gonna love you unconditionally for no reason at all. And that's some real shit. Don't worry about Jonathan, his family. Don't worry about your family. Just you and that precious baby, because he's blessed. And you are loved, baby. We just keep going. And yeah.
All right, y'all. Got a little heavy, got to change the energy.
It was a major announcement.
Yeah.
I don't want to share it with y'all, but it was a major announcement. Big shit. We got a Zeus baby on the way. We got a big Zeus baby on the way. A big one.
Now, rumors are swirling again because we are hearing, based off of these text messages, what Chrisean said, that she was more heartbroken than bad, and that she had to feed she was fending for her only son. She told Lemmy, you will understand when your son get here. And people are looking at Scotty with the body, because they seen a little pop belly when she was up there on the stage the other night. Even though in this dress, it looked like it's kind of flat, but it looked like she holding it in. We don't know. What we do know, though, when it comes down to pregnancies, is we know that Russian Cream already announced her pregnancy, so it ain't her.
The blogs was not supposed to hit the blogs. I was just having an intimate moment with my family, and the video accidentally got posted by my dad. And so, cat's out the bag. I'm fucking pregnant. And that's the reason why I have not been on social media, because I just want to fucking protect my peace. Ever since Baddies, I just feel like my life just got very chaotic and toxic, and I just been dealing with a whole bunch of shit I don't want to see. It's just been bad, and I'm just like, I just want it to be private. You know what I mean? I never said I was missing. I didn't start that rumor. I never said Zeus kidnapped me. I never, nothing like that. All I wanted was some fucking peace. Like, be fucking for real.
Oh, and the Zeus baby Tommy talking about is not about me. Now, people were saying that it was Natalie. That's her gender reveal. Now, people were saying that it was Natalie, but Natalie was spotted drinking. So we don't think that it's Natalie anymore. So who else could there be a big Zeus baby coming from?
Who would name their child a Zeus baby?
But that goes to show you Lemon Pepper's character, because if
They
she
didn't
is
name
really
it.
pregnant, if she is really pregnant, why the hell you got her on baddies? She shouldn't be. She shouldn't be nowhere close to even being around some shit that could accidentally happen, and she could lose that baby.
Hold on. Because what do you mean around the baddies? Because she ain't around nobody that's fighting.
No,
She is
but she's on the
separated.
She's on the season. People
Yeah,
done
but
got
they
hurt
are
from being
separated.
around fights.
But they're separated. They got the rowdy bunch over here, and then you've got Natalie, Jayla, Scotty, and who's the other one? It ain't Rolly, because Rolly's over there with the rowdy bunch. But you got it's like the demure versus the rowdy bunch. And Scotty ain't over there with them. Scotty is with Natalie and them. And as a matter of fact, while the baddies are spread out right now, according to one particular blog, they're reporting that's a Zeus blog. They're reporting that there are baddies in London, in Chicago, in New York still, and in LA. Who's the baddie in LA? I'm confusion.
Chrisean.
But she's not a baddie anymore, remember?
Okay. I keep telling everybody every season, Lemmy Pepper get into it with one of the baddies, and then they become friends after a while. You know, he just has this thing where if your ego is bigger than his, y'all can't coexist in the same room until you tell him sorry. And you apologizing for some shit he started, but you got to tell him sorry for what he started. Very narcissistic, but that's how you work with Lemmy. You want to know the G code? Just broke it. Just keep telling him sorry for nothing. You get all the money in his pocket.
I don't know if Natalie is in LA. I know Natalie is supposed to be going to a funeral, the funeral for her bodyguard. So production has halted. There's no filming going on at this immediate moment. So that's part of the reason why we're seeing the baddies eating, because we've heard they don't eat, even though they're trying to tell us that Chrisean was doing too much and she was lying. Biggie. Yeah, so there's a lot of rumblings going back around about Natalie. I'm not Natalie, about Scotty possibly being pregnant. I
We
don't
didn't get
know.
them other two videos of it.
You're in the Matrix. What you said? You're in the Matrix. We
Can you hear
ain't
me
hear
now?
you. Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind.
Oh. Well, down the road of baddie confirmations, we have Tommy. And Tommy has taken to her video to back Chrisean.
Questions. Any more questions, babe? Cause I ain't got time. Me. Bitch, I'm building something. I gotta keep my mind right. You get what I'm saying? Stay on the right track. I can't let this shit get the best of me, man. Shouts out to Chrisean. I understand all sides of everything. Like, shouts out to Chrisean. I hope things get better for her. Yes, I'm eating over this motherfucker, bitch. You better know I'm gonna get my meals. Yes, I'm getting fed around this motherfucker, you hear me? Yes, ain't missing none. And you won't see it up in here, but you gonna see it right here. Yes, everything. And I want my money. That one. I'ma holler at y'all later.
So, there's a whole host of baddies that have spoken that we're going to be highlighting in some videos to come. about the things, that they have spoken about their treatment. But there are some people who get hotels and, they don't stay in a house with the rest of the cast. So they don't necessarily get treated the way the other castmates get treated that are in the house. But I want to ask y'all, when have we ever seen anybody in the house eating anything outside of ramen noodles? Or maybe a bag of chips.
I seen Jaden eating a pizza behind the stage, and she was scarfing that down like she ain't never seen pizza before. It was.
But that's another question I want to ask. If the last time she was on there, she was in a hotel, she was by herself, she wasn't with the other girls, and you put her with everybody this time, that just makes me believe that you was really trying to set up some bullshit. Because why wasn't she in a hotel by herself? Every season she was on, except for the first one, which was South, right? No, what was the first one? Yeah, South. That was the only season she was in the house with the girls. After South, she wasn't there. She came and went as she pleased. So her saying, yeah, it's totally different. Yeah, because y'all tried to put her back like she was coming back in her first season, like it was her first season. Me looking at it, like now that I'm looking at it, yeah, Tommy's in her own hotel room. Like certain people, why does Anna and all of them got their own hotel room, but she was with everybody?
Well,
I don't know.
Chrisean did say that when Blue, this is the only season she has been on without Blue being around. And well, in that one, the sit down, I don't know if you consider that her being on there like that. But she said when Blue's not around and she go over there and do business with Zeus, they play with her. And like Tommy said, she want her money. So it sounds like somebody owed Tommy a bag. And Chrisean complains about them owing her a bag. So it seems like if you don't have a man in your background, he gonna play with you.
Stunna said that also, but if you
I was
remember,
about
go
to say
back to
that.
Caribbean. Tommy had an issue with Lemmy, and remember she was talking about she wants her 150K or 100K, however much it was, and they did this whole back and forth and shit too, because they tried to play with her then.
Oh, sorry. I was fixing my screen, and I'd be like laser focused when I'm fixing my screen. I remember something being something about Caribbean with Tommy, but Tommy always has an issue every season she goes on. Like there's always some type of issue going on. Now I've got a question for everybody because I don't know how everyone is feeling when we didn't post it, but we have the content. March is, I don't know where March is. Wait, before I say that, let me do this because we're going to end this off with the friends. Okay. So DJ Sky is in Chicago and she's doing her DJing thing. She was looking for a last check and all of that out there. But Marsh, I don't know where she is. I know yesterday she was still in Nueva York, in Manhattan. She was still in Manhattan. But then I also heard something about her possibly being in Chicago. Hold on, because there's some things. Okay. Here we go. She got a little promo from
I would never book a service in Chicago. I changed my mind. Oh, my mama. Bitches ain't fucking with Chicago. I'm sorry.
Okay, forgive me. Is she one of the baddies? Because I don't know her.
I don't know her either.
What's her name?
Big on Lori.
I don't know. I don't know who she is neither.
Has bags, suitcases. I don't know. Yeah, that was Summer in the first clip. So I don't know if this person is in LA. I don't know who this person. Okay, she's a Now That's TV girl. Now That's TV Girls Trip Season 1. Heavy hitters. I don't know. I don't see any baddie content on there, so I don't know. But at this particular point in junction, we really don't know where Marsh is. Because there's nothing that's really placing her in one place or the other. So right now, it is a mystery as to where Marsh is. But Marsh did stay behind, and I'll show you that clip of that video in a video. So make sure y'all notifications are on for when I post these videos. Okay, yeah, she's from Now That's TV. That other girl is from Chicago. Huh. How's Summer going to talk about Chicago? I love Chicago. Isn't Summer from Chicago? I thought Summer was from Chicago. Anyway,
I'm not sure where she's from.
She stayed behind in New York. There was behind the scene footage of Marsh talking with Natalie and with the makeup artist. Oh, she's from Detroit. Okay, thank you. So I don't know. Not she's from a she's a diary from Detroit. I'm done. Shout out to Detroit. I'm not doing this with y'all at all. Oh shit. Hey, Denat. So I don't know. I feel this way. If Marsh stayed behind, and I think I said this earlier today when I was live on IG, that if Marsh stayed behind more than likely to do lashes. Lemmy has already ousted her as not being a baddie, not getting her chain from Zeus Network, or from Lemmy or Natalie. She is rocking Chrisean's chain, which Chrisean probably gave to her, and she's still tagging along with the baddies from what we see. How is everybody feeling about Marsh still being with the baddies? Like, is it possible she's doing their lashes? Is she hired by one baddie to do their lashes or a couple of baddies to do their lashes? Like, what are y'all thoughts on this?
She trying to get on Zeus. She said, please let me on, please. I think that, I mean, if you're going to go get your coin. I ain't hating on you in that regard, but if you just trying to get on and you see that ain't happening without your friend that's at home going through what she going through, that's wrong, but other than that, get your coin. Shit, I ain't.
As long as she ain't gas Chrisean like, oh, if you leave, I'ma leave, and then didn't leave with her, then it's fine. But if you was sitting there egging your friend on to leave, and you were saying that you was gonna leave with her and didn't, then that would be a problem for me.
Yeah.
Because Lemmy said she came on as basically Chrisean's little sidekick. So that means if Chrisean go, you go too. So why didn't you go?
I agree. I don't think that there's any bad blood between the two of them. I just know, you got to look at it like this. You got to look at it like, first of all, DJ Sky is the official baddies DJ. So every season from the first season, even though they play in Sky's face every chance they get, Sky is their DJ. So she's always there working. I know people have been like, oh, how can she DJ for this one? And Chrisean don't mess with that one and all that. But that's her job as a DJ. If she's hired, she ain't going to turn down a bag and be like, oh, well, if you go over, I can't go over here and make this bag, because if I go over here and make this bag, I'm going to be betraying Chrisean. And Chrisean has never expressed any issue with Sky as far as her DJing anywhere or any of that. I don't think that she would be upset with March. I think it was probably a bit of confusion because we did see the comment where she was asking March, why are you not on your plane? So I don't know. I just feel like when you have a business and you have a brand and you have something to don't do the bullying in the chat. You guys, like, no one is in here being disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
Chrisean has said prior in the past, she said to everybody, get your bag. Like, don't let my issue with a person hinder you from getting your bag with that individual. So she don't care about you getting your bag with who you get your bag with. And that's her friends or people who support her, whatever. Get your bag, by any means.
See, I understand it more with Sky because, Sky signed, probably a contract too. But if Lemmy is saying that Marsh is just, was just there with Chrisean, then she don't have no reason to really stick around. But y'all know I think a lot of them just there for a bag. I'm sorry, my child is chasing me like damn Beetlejuice.
Hold on 1 second. Be respectful, because then when you get going off on, I don't want to hear Henny allowed me to get cussed out and she sided with. No, there's been no disrespect thrown. So let's keep it cute. Let's keep it cute. Anyway, so at the end of the day, what was I about to say? I was about to say, I don't think that, I think that what's happening is she wasn't a part of the cast originally, is what Lemmy is saying. But when I saw her talking to Natalie over there at the DJ booth, I said to myself, well, maybe she's working something out with Natalie. She's still on because she did a couple of the baddies lashes. Of course, we know she did Chrisean, she did Sky, she did Summers. Did she do anybody else's that you know of?
No, not for me. Pop.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Pop because Pop be clocking all the baddie tea. Okay, Pop must be busy at the moment. But yes, I don't think, I don't think that that's where their friendships have issues at when it's business. So I just saying, hey, if you promoting your business and you getting your name out there as the lash tech and you end up landing a job as the official Baddies lash tech, then kudos to you. If you just end up being on for this season or a couple of, whatever's, it's building her resume. So it is what it is. I don't really have anything else. Do you guys have anything else that y'all wanted to bring up or touch on that we didn't talk about?
Nope.
Pop.
Oh yeah. I just wish that Mr. Wack will mind his business and stay out of family beef, because at the end of the day, Karlissa is not your blood and Blue is not your blood. He is your artist. So whatever happens between his family and Chrisean family, it's a child in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? That makes them family. So, sir, mind your damn business.
I agree. He needs to be worrying about helping Blueface rectify a lot of this financial debt he's coming home to. That's his job. As the manager, why are you not managing to get in touch with the financial advisor and whomever else to get a little something worked out? Why wasn't the lawyer called to handle a lot of this?
He is managing him, and he managed to get him $20 million in debt.
Right. I don't even know if it's 20 million yet. I gotta go ante up everything. I got to ante everything up again because now days have been added since that last time I did that video. And at 3,000 and change per day, that shit has gone up again. Okay? So, I don't know. All right, down in the chat, we're going to do this before we get up out of here really quickly and for fun. We are almost in November, you guys. Today is October 29th, and it is Wednesday. Friday will be Halloween, if you celebrate that. And it's the 31st of October, and Saturday will be the 1st of November. Very quickly, in the chat, what day do you think Blue is coming home? And they don't really, did I say that right? Is the 1st on Saturday? Yeah, the 1st is on Saturday.
Oh Lord Jesus, Henny, you didn't. I
They
could have
don't
prayed
release on
first.
the weekend, right? No, they don't release on the weekend. So
No,
when do you think Blueface is coming home?
Friday.
I'm still
Friday
going with
is-
November 3rd.
Friday is the 31st of October. His release date is November.
And Papa Blue said he
They
wouldn't
could
be here for
release.
Halloween, but he would be here
Okay.
for Thanksgiving. And they usually release the first Monday of the month through the 14th is the usual days.
I say Friday as well. Okay, a couple of 7ths in here, a couple of Fridays, the 7th and the 10th, the 12th, the 22nd, the 13th. Shiva said next year, February 35th. Y'all are crazy on Black Friday. That is after Thanksgiving. See, that's why I said for fun. Let's see, November 10th, the 20th. Okay. The 2nd is my B-day. He may be coming. No, the 2nd is Sunday. He ain't coming home on your birthday. Your birthday's safe this year, girl. November 14th, All Saints Day. What day is All Saints Day? Is that Sunday? November 4th, voting day. Jesus, please no. The 17th, the 16th, the 5th, the 13th, the 3rd or the 7th, I'm going with. The 7th, when the government opens back up. Deport Blueface. Y'all.
When the government opened back up, deport them. Wait a minute, damn.
What the hell?
They didn't say send them to the mental asylum or get them blessed
Somebody said
by the
Easter Sunday.
Somebody said the government needs to stay closed. Like
what the hell?
Oh,
Well, at least we know he getting out with therapy, y'all. I mean, that's
yes, he's definitely coming home because his coming home clothes was already sent off. So he's definitely coming out. Not December 4th, 2026. He won't get out. You know what? Oh my God. Tuesday, November 4th. All right. So November 7th for sure. Not back to hell. What is wrong with y'all? 7th or the 11th, just like a dice game. 7-11. 7-11.
When we play some bets, we're gonna do squares.
Can we vow not to post him if he come home on his bullshit, Henny? Please. Let's just cook his ass one good time and not ever post him again until he's
I
nice.
unfollowed his bitch ass fucking
Me
months
too.
ago.
You cannot ask me to do that. I am a blogger. It is my job.
I'm gonna pray to Jesus that he change his heart.
Just say this to y'all, because I've let a lot of y'all dictate what I put up and what I don't put up and how I put up and what I put up and who I promote and who I don't promote. Y'all are hindering me by doing that. And I'm not allowing that. So I'm going to be posting a lot over here on the YouTube. I'm still going to be posting on IG, but I'm going to be stepping my video game up on the YouTube because I have to talk about everything. I can't let certain stuff slide. Like, we missing out on little jabs that are being thrown between Sadie and Jaden, because sometimes it looks like Jaden is tweeting from out of nowhere. But you're not keeping up with the players over there to know what's going on. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch other people start picking up what I just put down and start trying to follow it too.
Now, see, that's the beef that I want to see. You know, that's the beef that I want to see. You know, I would love to see what's going on between those two. But I mean, far as the drama that would keep kids segregated and people not able to be full functional parents, I guess we can just drag. I'll be here to drag his long neck ass. I gotta
But
come up
see,
with
you
some.
ain't gotta follow. But if Henny,
I ain't
we can
following.
watch from Henny,
Right.
and then
Right.
that way they're not getting no views from us, but we still see what's going on because Henny's giving it to us. And I just say, what the hell is up with that bird in the background? Because Jesus Christ is raising hell.
From my background?
Yes, it's a crow, and it's going off because she's talking about blue.
That's a seagull. That's a seagull.
That's a
I
seagull.
don't know what it is, but I'm inside now. I'm inside.
Hey, I don't know why, but you saying that a while ago, I got to thinking of a Blueface video game, and that shit just reminded me of some Walking Dead type shit.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine? On schoolyard, and then you go do a mission.
No, thank you.
No, that means Wack gotta be on a game and everybody else. Nope, I'm cool.
He's gonna be like the one that sits there and you see him breathing up and down like on Mortal Kombat.
Look,
his
I'll pick.
superpower is gonna be to smack you with his BBL.
Look, okay. Look, if they got Chrisean as a character, I'll pick her. Okay, I'll be my character.
Could you imagine Jaden's lips and eyelashes on the video game character? Jesus Christ!
You should be able to fix that. You should be able to fix that.
Y'all bitches better not steal my idea either. I'm trademarking it right now.
For real. I'm thinking about trademarking TikTok too. But she ain't got the money to do it.
She'd be so pissed off.
Why would you say that out loud? You know she listened.
Good. She ain't got the money to do nothing about it.
Are we having a parade for Blue's release date? No. No.
Hell no.
I'm gonna go get arrested so I ain't gotta be online.
Shorts too. What you mean shorts? Like making short videos? Because I'm gonna do my long form videos, Debbie, the way that I've been doing them. I got about 8 of them I need to do. So yeah. What time is it? All right. So we went, we gonna do Wicked Wednesday tomorrow. I'm sorry that we may come, I don't know. We gonna get Wicked Wednesday situated. Maybe it'll be in the evening. I just don't like to do that to push it back further because we have people like Zoe who is across the pond and it's late for her right now. Zoe is 3 hours ahead. So it's like 8 o'clock now. So if I do at 8 o'clock our time, she's gonna be sleeping. But maybe we'll do Wicked Wednesday in the evening portion because if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I am still drained from yesterday. I'm tired. I need to relax my mind. 5 hours. I thought it was 3 hours. 5 hours. That's right. 3 hours ahead would be. You're right. It's 5 hours. It's 10 o'clock. She done went to bed already. 3 is me ahead of California. Jesus, I gotta get. See,
yeah, I was trying to tell you that. I was just trying to tell you that. Mm-hmm.
I'm sleep deprived. I got off the phone with y'all and I went to bed for an hour and a half.
What?
Oh, it's 9:20.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, an hour and a half. And then I was up tossing and turning and I refused to pick up my phone. I refused to call anybody because I knew I would stay up until about 4 a.m. So
yeah,
I was up till 3 because my child woke up.
I'm over here in pain. My wrist hurt, and both wrists are broken. I might add. Okay, I'll learn to keep my hands to myself from now on. But they're broke, and the left one hurt Jesus. I don't know why.
I'm scared to ask.
I was about to ask because I'm
I
nosy.
am
Who the fuck
too.
broke your wrist?
Who'd you slap? You better not be my baby.
Well, no. The first one got broke.
Okay.
When I punched somebody in a jaw, and my left pinky hit like the corner of their jaw. Yes, the damage was done to them, but me as well. And that broke the left wrist. The right wrist got broke twice. One playing basketball, and the other one, a girl hit me with a 2x4. Mm-hmm.
God damn.
I
What did you
that
do?
bitch.
Who'd you sleep with?
No, she got mad. Look, it was we closed. Well, I'll tell you that behind the scenes, but we closed that block down that day. But she hit me with a 2x4.
For what?
Crazy.
What did you do?
I knocked her uncle out.
You have to call me with more to this story. I'm confused.
Yeah, we got to talk off of here. But anyway, let's do our final thoughts.
Very suspicious sounding.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am going to get some rest. I'm going to relax, and then I'm going to get into some videos. They said, nah, talk now. We got to make sure it ain't too incriminating, okay? We do not want to be.
Dre wild.
I'll
Y'all
put it
just
to you
don't
like
know.
this. I'll put it to you like this. You step to my mama, I'ma lay you flat anytime.
Oh.
So, yeah, so he's so he
Mama
got beat
didn't
up.
give him no cuda chata, did she?
I don't know what she did, but I know he got some sleep, NyQuil, nighttime medicine.
Oh.
Because I knocked him the hell out. I thought he was the little person I told you about, Henny, that I beat up.
Jesus, that's where it
it
came
was a
from.
little
That
person
explains
too.
so much.
Now I see why his cousin hit you with a 2. Why are you knocking out midgets?
Because he shouldn't have stepped to my mom.
Shit, your
That
mama, all
explains
she
your
had to do was kick
algorithm.
him. She'd have been good. All she had to do
She
was
could
kick
have
you.
Nope, it's
turned
a
him over
man
her
stepping
knees.
to my mama. It's a man stepping to my mama, and I punched his little ass, and he flew. I thought that flying part in Friday was only in the movies. Nope, I punched him as hard as I could. His little ass was.
You should have just got the kids to jump him.
That part.
No, they was 2 at that time. They wasn't that tall. But I punched his little ass so hard, and then she came outside with her daughter with a 2x4. And she hit me, and my little sister told her little daughter that was 8. She told her she was 17. If you hit me, little girl, I'ma fight you. And I said, oh, but I got hit with the 2x4. I did. That was the day my cousin embarrassed everybody in the whole family. Because she let a girl with a Barbie doll skirt on wear her ass out. And I was so embarrassed.
Yeah, I know, baby.
Yeah,
Uncle Dre
that's how I
crazy.
felt. That's how I felt, bud.
No.
That's how I felt, bub. Shit, like it was embarrassing. Like I told my big sister, she gonna say, "That's what you get for taking her." I told you she could fight. I said, "Nobody ever told me that part." wait.
Tell and say no, no, no.
But it was what it was. Now that wrist hurts that she hit me in, and just learn to keep your hands to yourself, and you won't break things.
He said, "Oh no."
Yeah, bub. Oh no.
Bubby is the soundboard right now.
Because we all fucking speechless. I don't know what to say.
I bet you his little ass ain't messing with nobody else.
But that's like midget abuse, Dre.
How was it abuse?
Child
And
abuse.
he stepped to my mama. He
But
stepped to
you
my
saying he
mama.
a man? Technically, he half a man.
Well, I whooped half of his ass. He still got a butt cheek. Shit.
Oh Lord.
I don't know if I
Exactly,
punched him in
buddy.
his forehead or if I punched him square dead and shit. But I know he flew. He just went flew. He went.
Mm-mm. Gotta keep you
It looked
away
like
from this.
you know how you karate. You see people karate kick people and they go and they just fly back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he did when I just and he and said, "Damn."
That is not funny.
You ain't never seen some SWAT come, like if the SWAT team came, we shut down that whole block. And then I told what he did. They go turn around and draw down on him.
And that's going to conclude our
Ain't
episode
that
of
like seeing
Showdown.
the
Thanks for
midget?
watching.
Look, ain't that like seeing the midget get drew down on by the SWAT?
The views and opinions and actions of Dre is not the views and opinions and actions of the people on Media Showdown. We do not.
That was abuse.
We do not condone abuse, bad mouthing, or punching midgets in the face.
You done ran Henny off. Look.
They put him in the back of that paddy wagon. They put him up. Each officer had an arm. I said they should have just grabbed him by his head and just guided him. But I
How
guess
she gonna
they
just,
like to
with
do
you
some
back? I was about to say,
damage.
I think just gonna leave us up here with him.
Okay, and guess what, y'all? That's gonna do it for this edition of Media Showdown. Anybody have any final thoughts?
That
Dre
was
is
the
crazy.
final one.
Bye,
Dre is
bitches.
crazy.
They'll come around me if you under 5 feet.
Well,
Make sure y'all brush y'all tongues.
oh my God.
That's a final thought. Some of y'all tongues is white.
Yes. In the and it be
Carpissy.
during the times that you should actually have a clean tongue. It's not even like you. It was,
Oh yeah, in the words of Jay Bird, because she's not here right now. So prayers up to you. Hope everything is all right. And what she would say is, wash your meat and your chickens.
And she's a potato.
period. All right. Well, I don't really know about having much in the form of I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, Dre.
Little people stay out of dark alleys.
Just hang up the phone, Henny. Just hang up.
Yo, you are obsessed.
You know what? And that's gonna do it for this edition. We'll see y'all on Friday.